Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Blood and Sand. Where we last left off, the party was preparing an attack on a orcish encampment, which we believed could pose a threat to the nearby small town of New Grove, which the party is quite emphatic with and seek to defend. Upon arriving at the hold, they found a large rock outcropping with a lot of canyons within. And amongst these canyons were orcs and ogres. Everything was brought and commanded under the forces of an incredibly large orc war boss. When this fight was beginning, while the scouting was occurring, the rogue of the party, Dalmara, noticed that a multitude of two of these entities, one was a shaman and one was a humanoid. This human wore fine clothes and suit as the party then prepared to come up and launch their spells. Due to the amount of explosive kegs that had been left about this by an unorganized army, it caused enough of a chain reaction that a large portion of the orcish forces and monstrous forces were wiped out in a surprise round, resulting in the near death of a enormous hill giant as well. As this fight began, the main threat seemed to be this bizarre human that the party had encountered, as well as the orc shaman and the orc warboss. They all fought at different sides, casting out spells, and the human quickly revealed to be more and more dangerous as the fight occurred. Nozdr Gatebreaker struck him 3 times, twice with critical hits, and caused such a wound to his flesh that it was revealed underneath that there were scales of metallic colors underneath there, which was surprising and caught the dwarven warrior off guard long enough for the humanoid figure to place the end of their cane upon his chest and blast him into a wall. He then proceeded to suppress magical effects and spells that were being used, as well as unleashing a chromatic wave of a breath weapon before fleeing. This is also including a fact that the party had goaded him into staying for a longer encounter when he originally intended to leave. The party now heavily damaged, as well as the chromatic wave killing most of the remaining warriors for the orc leader, except for the orc leader himself. The party seems to be standoffish currently with this orc leader, as Buckley Calibri was almost killed quite brutally by this individual. And now, my wonderful Dawnbringers, bring ourselves back into this game. What do you all do?
Well.
Right.
So, green guy, we kill him?
Yes.
Okay, I'll twat him.
You guys who's going to charge at him?
I mean, she said yes.
I put my hammer in front of him, and it's like she decides to. It's like give him a second to take a breath.
But she said yes. Actually, I'm also gonna have a breath and recover my hit points because I don't have a lot left.
You already used second wind last encounter.
Yeah, I don't have anything except 14 hit points and 12 hit.
You're not able to expend any of those.
Are we having a short rest or?
I don't know, do you want to have a short rest in the middle of the abandoned camp?
Or do you plan on attacking this man?
I mean, I consist of 2 things: hitting shit and living. Currently, I'm not living.
Well, how are the rest of you guys looking? Do you need to sit down before we go out into the desert and walk for another 3 hours?
I could use a bit of a rest.
Okay.
I'm more concerned about this guy. He can probably understand us because he probably speaks common.
I'm down to 27, just FYI.
At this point as well, the few remnants that you didn't detonate in the combat of his warriors do turn a corner and all seem to be rushing out of this. and he has this distinct thing of just a look of anger, betrayal, and disgust on his face.
Yeah, I don't.
And he does seem like, as he's looking at you, that he can understand.
Look, I suggest that you leave and you go kill that thing that betrayed you, whatever it is.
Grunt says in giant. The little bear suggests fighting the weird guy.
What she said. I'm pretty sure he's an orc.
It is an orc that seems to not understand a single word that Grunt just said.
Orcish, dwarf, giant, but different.
I walk up and start. I cast comprehend languages and I start that word I can't remember.
Yeah. Translating.
Surprise! There's so many
That
words
word,
around,
yes.
you would.
Buckley's just bleeding heavily in the corner.
It's fine. It's fine.
Buckley, suck it up. No, never mind. Right. Hey, party leader, come here.
Against you.
What?
Come here.
Walks over annoyed. What?
Also, I'm gonna walk over myself. And also,
I don't know about you, but that hole over there was me, and I don't feel like fighting for a little bit. Do you mind if these guys go away? I know you do. And
why
then we
did you
can look-
ask?
Because out of courtesy. And then we can loot this place and bugger off. And by loot this place, I mean probably take a barrel with us and bugger off.
Don't think there's any left.
There probably might be a few. This camp is pretty big. Like, there's bits down there.
Grunt signs she's happy to kill these people, but she wants it to be an honourable fight.
I mean, it's not gonna be. It is gonna be honourable between us because you don't look as good either.
Somebody just cast Mass Cure Wound.
I did. On all of us.
The party just got healed for 15, and the orc is now looking very nervously between all of you. Yes, yeah.
I'll walk over. You're okay, mate. I'm just gonna walk over this way. Alright. And I'm actually gonna walk over to the tent and search it.
Okay,
What's left of it?
make a persuasion check as you pass.
Alright,
No!
Yeah, alright, mate. Oh, fuck.
No.
Here's the thing, Buckley.
Yeah.
You walk past, and you still have that hammer out. Yeah, you get there. The orc sees the hammer you have in your hand, and you know when you see a batarang and you shit yourself because it's Batman?
Right.
It's a kind of reaction of they're very familiar with that weapon. And he just grips you as you try to pass. Where the fuck did you get that?
It was given to me.
I grab a throwing knife and throw it.
And if you do not get your hands off me,
so
I will hit you with it.
Straight past his head.
Okay, you can
like
throw
a
your
warning.
knife.
Yeah, I throw a knife so it goes straight past his head as a warning. I'm just like,
Make it-
unhand him.
Make
Oh,
an intelligence
imagine-
check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I tell him, it was gifted to me, and if you don't let go of me, it will be thrown into your face.
Grant,
There's probably also a ball underneath his chin at this point.
17.
17.
Yep, because reliable. Ignore ones. Thank fuck.
2 1s, yay.
The orc looks about you guys with nervousness in his face, and there's that like time of, and he just drops Buckley. And it's weird, Buckley. You're a big guy. You're not used to somebody being able to pick you up in one arm, especially when it's somebody who is bigger than you. It's weird. And he has that moment of that fucking hammer. She killed more men, more mates, more peoples than anything fucking else I've seen.
And it'll kill more if you're not careful.
Yeah, look, just walk on. We don't need any
I think
information.
he can understand us. He can understand Buckley.
He's speaking common, by the way.
He's speaking common, yeah.
Do we need any info? I'm pretty sure we don't, do we?
No.
I'm pretty sure we
don't. Blow up. Look, walk away. I'm feeling really generous because I don't mind killing anything, anytime, and we'll be fine. And if you don't, we'll have to kill you and whatever's left behind you.
At the end of the day, it's the chief's decision, but
no,
just.
This is not her decision because she's murder hobo right now. It's not happy. I'm taking charge in this specific moment.
In any case, I'm gonna walk over
Grunt
here
brings
now.
the maul under your chin. It's like, are you challenging for leadership?
Oh shit!
Not at the moment because everything hurts. But give me till tomorrow and we'll talk about it.
The orcs just look between all of you and just lets out a huff. Shut the fucking load of you. Just starts walking.
Grunts.
Emotions.
I move towards him and just sort of grab him on what I would suppose would be on the hip, although with my grip strength it would be a bit like.
Make an athletics check to try and grab him.
But yeah, I'm gonna go over here and investigate this tent.
He rolled an 18.
Yes.
Fairness, you both roll like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks at this with disdain, looks down at the dwarf, and all of you, with disgust, turns to leave and just hand on his, probably gone through one of the spikes on his shoulder piece.
I'm gonna ready my hammer. If he even tries to hit back, I'm just gonna go for the head, or well, whatever I can reach.
Yeah, you probably have to work from the.
I'll go for the kneecap.
Kneecaps, yeah. You will probably have to just go for the.
He's larger than Grunt, if that tells you anything.
Yeah, he's a big lad. He looks between.
Like a horse.
Basically, yeah.
Nosto's coming for your shins.
Nosto shin break.
As much as I like to argue, that's probably how I had to kill most of the big things I've been fighting. So.
Yeah, probably.
Just like is stopped as you grab him, and he's like looking between you, like expecting something.
Whoa. I got some questions to ask even if this lot don't. And you're gonna answer them in return for us letting you go. It's that simple.
Make another intimidation check. Buckley, are you like looking through the remnants of that?
Yes.
Okay, you can give me an investigation check. I'm gonna say it's gonna be at disadvantage because you're scraping through a bomb.
Yeah, that's fine.
Jesus, that was a 19. And that was a very good roll. We'll get to you later, Buckley.
All
right. Because you'll be picking apart spaces for a while. And that orc shaman is really regretting he didn't go back to his tent right now. Oh, he's not gonna like you if he ever sees you again.
Apparently thinks that Des hates.
Yep. No idea. With that intimidation check, he just like stops, and there is a moment of distinct disgust in his like face and in his expressions as he's realizing he's being barked at by an elf, and it's working, and that fucking infuriates him. But he's very aware of the fact that the last few of his people, their lives are currently on his hands and his actions. And while he thinks he could probably take out Nazdo right now, Grunt's right there. Look, mate, he's gonna disarm you and just strangle you.
I will nut him. Anyway.
You know Nazdo, he'd go down fighting.
Of course he would.
Probably die, but anyway.
Stops. Just like glares you right in the eyes. You're like looking up at him.
First, Where did you meet that man? And did he put you up to this?
Oh, Shaman introduced him to me.
Right.
We had an opportunity to get back at everyone who killed parts of our clan.
Right. And how long has your shaman been your shaman in that case?
He's been with us. And he has to stop to think, for a genuine period. As long as I can remember.
Doppelganger, probably.
Give me a moment while I type, because I'm taking notes.
About half a year ago, he started acting fidgety.
That was going to be my next question.
Ja, doppelganger. Watch on.
I have another theory.
Dragon.
I have another theory, but it's a meta theory, so I don't have a theory.
I can only imagine Dell pulls out a little typewriter. Hold on, 1 second.
No, she got a notebook. Just start writing this shit down because there's too much going on in the world at the moment.
But no, it's like the little photographer in the courtroom.
Right, okay. Okay, next question. All this explosive powder, where'd you get it?
The Umi added. Whatever he is.
And what was it he was putting you up to do? Exactly.
We was gonna level your little Umi shit.
Why?
Because you drove us out. You killed my peoples.
And what was in it for him?
I didn't fucking care. He gave me an opportunity to get back.
Wow, it's amazing that you're able to breathe and speak at the same time. You didn't even question the fact that he appeared out of nowhere and miraculously gave you the explosives to destroy a city without asking for anything in return. Didn't even vaguely think that was suspicious.
There's a distinct moment of... Oh.
Love that you'd say that.
See, nobody seems to question this guy, and he seemed to trust that shaman enough to the point of... Wait a fucking minute.
It sounded good in my head, but... Oh, fuck.
When somebody says it, it's like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, that does sound really stupid.
What would I do?
Random Humi, introduced by Shaman. He have explosive powder, and he want me to blow up city. Sound good in my head. Yeah, no problem there.
You're busy looting. Stop contradicting this poor orc. He's made several bad choices in his life, and they've all culminated to this moment.
As Grunt expressed to you before, it's not always the strength of the bear, but sometimes it is that makes the chief.
This is a big bear.
So what exactly were you planning to do once you'd levelled the city? Because you couldn't exactly live in it, could you?
We wasn't going to take it back, we were just going to make sure you...
Right.
Probably raid the farmlands for food. Bash up a few things, and get back before any fucking scalies show up.
Funny that. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And then it turns out you were working with one all along.
Where the fuck that is. Whatever it is not right.
Definitely not. So what did he say to you?
What do you mean?
Seems a little too convenient, even if he was just introduced by the shaman. You seem to have a certain opinion of other races. So what did he say that was so convincing?
Hypocrite.
Shinavash has worked with Umish before. A few people to make deals with. I've made deals with other races before. But it's because of where you're from that we don't fucking like you.
I see.
With that big, angry, scaly bastard in the Dead Man's Tower.
Yes, I'm familiar with him. What of it?
He's fucking scary.
Yeah. And you think you can do anything about that?
No, but we was gonna fuck up the small city.
Oh, and I'm sure he would have taken that very well. And I'm
Well,
sure he
shall we
definitely
bring the
wouldn't
red
have thought
band
about
and
doing
fuck off?
something to you in return.
No.
Don't
He'd
think
be
things
busy.
through, do you?
Grunt signs to Dell that in a lot of tribes, the shaman is often the brains of the out.
I see.
Yeah, party leader.
He's feeling very inferior right now and he doesn't like it.
Good! Dude's probably twice my
Everybody-
size. I'm taking what I can.
He's three times your
Back.
size.
It's like there. We've all been there.
He's easily 9 foot. Like, he is as close to a large creature as a living, breathing,
Wow.
medium-sized creature.
Wow, you can't do maths.
What?
Never mind.
What's wrong with 9 feet?
It's not a case of height, it's a case of width.
Out of character, has anybody got any other questions that they can think of?
I mean, I was gonna murder this guy, but I feel sorry for him now. I'm just gonna let him go.
The fighter!
Mean.
The fighter man. Oh man,
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Fighter-Man.
you're fucked, bud. Yeah, no, you can go. Yeah.
No, nobody else?
Grunt signs to Dell. She can just say it in common herself. And it's like, she seems to struggle at this because she's not used to just saying words for just the sake of it. But it's like, arena, avoid demons, take soul, no honor.
That's fucked up.
It's very fucked up. What's more fucked up is the fact that it's not localized to the city. It's a very wide range. So, yeah.
As we just found out.
Yeah, your people who have died, got bad news for you, mate.
Grunt
Could've
points to
been me.
herself. Revenge quest. Took wife. Kill them.
If you
He
want...
just, like,
after-
kicks your, like, hand off him, Grunt. And he steps over towards the body of, like, the orc that was trying to realize what... Like, the aura. And he just, like, moves him over. And he's just looking at his face. Like, he's, like, knelt down looking. You just hear wood snapping, and the shaft of the great axe has just been snapped. And he takes like the pointed end and jams it in his left eye.
Oh, okay.
Twists and pulls it out.
Interestingly, Delmara
is-
doesn't look surprised.
Is Grunt familiar with Grummash?
He is a god of war. You're not exactly trained with many. You'd be aware that they are the most you'd know of Grummash is that the orcs in their life, they are born. How do I word this right now? What's the actual? They are born into the claws of Luthic. They spend their lives trying to prove themselves to Grummash, and then they return to Luthic at the end.
Yeah. I think, to the very least, Grunt understands this is similar to what she did to herself with the Bop.
You people.
Nice job, guys.
Stop.
We created an Eye of Grummash.
He just like gets up, picks up the broken axe, picks up the other orcs, like large great axe, and just looks towards you all. And blood's just trickling down his face now.
Grunt shows the symbols on the back of her hand. When time come, join on quest.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, Grunt.
You people who follow gods have a fucking wrong in the head, I swear to God.
It's almost like these are the two most savage races in this fucking setting.
Not
It's
just
a
the
lie.
two of them, I'm looking at Buckley too.
Buckley's off in the corner. Buckley's off in the
Sorry.
corner picking through ashes.
I'm just doing a fucking forge over here, mate. All I'm doing with my god.
And I followed a totem spirit more than a god, but we still understand the spirits and honor and taking those spirits where they're not
Sidetrack.
supposed to.
Okay. He just like looks towards you. There's definitely a comprehension in his eye, and just like a grimace as he's just glaring at you before turning. And he starts walking away. He like walks down to the side here. And the other ones that are there, the orc blade and the two ogres, he just like waves. We're going back. Get your shit. We're going home. Take only what you can carry. I'm fucking done with this place.
If you leave our people alone, we will leave you alone.
Who the fuck are you and what you done to real Dell?
Do yourself a favour. Don't come back.
There's the real deal.
There's the Delwyn.
Okay, so Buckley, with
Yeah!
the investigation check, I'm getting over to you now.
Woo!
You begin picking through it because it's like, this is interesting because this seems to be the place that these two resided in. Sure, there's got to be some. And you begin like picking through and you just start wiping away dust from points. And you find the weirdest thing, you find a book. But it's a
Oh.
perfectly not damaged at all book in the middle of this explosion. So you're like, that's weird. That should not be like that at all. It's got some
Magic!
No.
Magic!
Nah, it was both talk at the same time. What did Grunt say?
I said, that's suspicious.
Basically, it's got this beautiful designing to the front of these silvered touches to everywhere. There's 4 rubies embedded into like the corners of the front that link together in a circle to a center point, which it has almost like gold that's designed in the way of like a ribbon around a circle in the center, which has a human body, but the arms are extended out in multiple positions and the legs are out in multiple positions.
Oh, like the perfect human.
Yeah.
Okay.
You begin like tearing through and looking, and you also find a
Right.
a single ring that is very undamaged by anything, which is bizarre. I'm just looking at something.
Yeah.
I think they'd have something on it. It is a simple, pure silvered ring. There is no other coloring to it. It seems like it's one perfect piece. All around, no seams, no nothing.
Okay.
Where's the last thing? Where did you go? You also find a wand.
Okay.
The wand has like it's this weird design because it starts out with like this like electrum kind of colored, like very weird, almost bluey grayed metal that comes up at a point. And it's like a wand in that it's like, the wooden kind of carving of an imperfect line across that then sprouts out into different points that then furthers up itself, like in the form of something like connecting off it, like bouncing it, connecting off it all the way up to like this black stone at the top.
Okay.
And that's what you find. There seems to be a journal here, but the journal has been destroyed by the explosion.
All right. Well, mainly because I feel like we're gonna be taking another rest not too long after this. I'm going to cast Identify. Well, their whole conversation, because I was searching while they were
talked
doing...
in a while. Yeah, you did all this whilst that was happening. Yeah.
So, would I be able to identify this stuff?
Sure.
Alright, yeah, I'll go ahead and identify it.
A wand of lightning bolts.
Oh-ho!
It has 7 charges.
Alright.
While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 or more charges to cast lightning bolt. DC 15. 1 charge is a 3rd level spell, and the higher up you go, the more spell slots you add. The wand regenerates 1d6 plus 1 charges at the start of a day.
Yeah,
and if you use all the charges, roll a d20. On a 1, it crumbles and is destroyed.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I think Core might like that. Well, Shimmer might like that.
It has to be attuned to a spellcaster.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going back over to the book.
I have a feeling it's the book that he hates.
No, it's not the book I hate.
Oh, it's the ring.
Manual of Bodily Health. Spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer reading the contents, and you will increase your maximum Constitution score by 2.
Hey,
Damn.
Del.
It loses
I got you
magic.
a book!
Oh no, she's got something else, the fucking cow. No, I'm not talking about that. It's a ring of invisibility.
Interesting.
While wearing this ring, you can use your action to turn invisible. Anything you are carrying or wearing with you disappears. You remain invisible until the ring is removed, until you attack or cast a spell, or use your bonus action to become invisible. Yep.
Is I kind of want to put it on now and just walk back over, visible,
Turn.
and be like, yeah, be like, hey guys, I found stuff. Where are you at, Buckley? Oh, I'm right here.
It does require attunement, by the way, to
Oh, yeah, I
emphasize
figured.
that. Son of a bitch.
Okay, well, after I've identified it, be like, okay, I know who to give most of the stuff to.
As much as we joke, Delmara might not actually take that. She can shadow. She can shadow step.
kind of
She has supreme sneak to give herself advantage, and she has a plus 14 to stealth. If something is beating her stealth check when she rolls that high, it can probably see invisible things.
Right. But yeah, then I'll walk back over. Yeah. Go. Del, here's a book.
Oof.
If you read it, over a period of 6 days, 48 hours, you'll get better constitution, or feel healthy. Shimmer, I got you this wand. It casts lightning bolts.
Huh, neat. I hand it back to him.
Alright, that's fine. Master, you want a lightning bolt?
He can't use it.
I'm pretty sure I
Spellcaster.
don't do mumbo jumbo.
Alright.
It's you or Shimmer. We only have 2 spellcasters.
Alright. No.
I'd like a
Yeah,
healthy
lightning
book,
cause
but
fire.
No, so you don't need more health. You're a fine lad there.
right, it's almost like I always go down to about 10 health every single fight, but it's fine.
Alright, would you like the book from Dell?
Now, say you guys. Oh, by the way, say this now. This would have happened earlier, but I'm going to say it's happening now. Shimmer, give me 2 intelligence.
Uh-oh.
I wondered if something might happen about that.
I can.
Something explodes.
Success and success. So you only 6 psychic damage and 4 psychic damage once the spells have returned to you.
Ooh, ouch.
He is a mage slayer.
Sorry, what happened?
You took damage.
When you regained the comprehension of the spells that were blocked from you during that combat, there was a bit of a backlash in your mind when that happened.
Ouch.
Ah, brain freeze.
Basically.
More of a
Brain
nose.
freeze that
Okay.
hurts.
So I took what now?
Psychic
You took
damage.
psychic
damage.
damage.
5d6, 12 d20s.
It was 6 and 4, 10 altogether.
Right.
What you took?
I mean, I know health is always an angsty thing for me, but the item that I have is a flat number. So if you want the Book of Health, you can actually have it.
If you're willing to give it up.
Yeah, because
Just a clarification, can I go above 20 with it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But no
If
further
you're
than
willing to
4.
give up the book,
yeah,
then I'd very like much to have
the
it.
item I have sets my Constitution to 19, regardless of what it was beforehand. So even if I increase my con by 2, it would still be 19.
Right here.
So you can have the book.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna read.
That's fine.
Oh well.
Isn't it one
That
of
is the
those
rules.
books that,
That is the rules of it, and it also increases your maximum score by it. So you could go if you had, say, for example, 17, and you increased it to 19. Your maximum would then go up to 20. So you could still increase your con further, like with later stat increases.
Fair enough. This is gonna be my first over.
It is
Diet tips.
It is better for me to just keep the amulet, because even if I use the book, the amulet is better for me, because it would only
Yeah.
if I used the book and took the amulet off, my con would only go up to being a +1, whereas this keeps it at a +4. So
Yeah.
Well,
it can be used again in a century, so you might as well give it back to Dell, since he's probably the only one who has a.
oh yeah, she can have it back afterwards.
oh yeah, sure, thanks. Yeah, I'll
So-
keep it.
Everyone has decided. Nasser has the manual of bodily health.
Yep.
I believe Buckley has the wand of lightning bolts, and there's a ring of invisibility floating about that can probably be decided on at a later date.
Yeah. I might keep
And,
that myself.
So, you guys want to do a once over of the camp?
Yeah, once the orcs and that have finished getting the stuff they want,
Yeah, they're gone
I'll probably
already.
go looking.
You guys.
I'll probably go
spend forever
looking
talking.
for the gunpowder that we were talking.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll join
I'm
her.
carrying the barrels.
So one of you get to make an investigation check with advantage, or both you make a separate investigation check straight.
Separate. Unless you're really good at it.
I'm quite happy to give you advantage, quite frankly. I don't think I'm very good at investigation. My investigation is 1.
Mine's flat, so let's do separate.
Yeah. Oh.
That was alright.
3.
Okay. I'm just going to reveal the rest of this. So let's just reveal all of this map. So that is the entirety of the map, and for the next hour, you guys pore over it, checking everything. One thing you do see in your travels is in the far left downside from where you guys are, close to where the humans' tent was, you see a minotaur in now a more or less destroyed tent, but it's actually inside of it, chained up to a pole. Their guts, their entrails have been cut open and just splayed out onto the ground. And it is definitely a ritualistic looking occurrence with symbols on the ground.
Neat.
Is it dead, I assume?
Very dead.
Yeah, no, it just
I
has a
would
few
hope
guts
so
missing.
for its sake.
Yeah.
Quick
Yeah, I don't
question
know.
for sanity. Have we established ourselves with minotaurs ever?
No, I think this is the first time we've
You-
probably encountered
no.
one.
No,
No,
we've encountered them before in the
Yeah,
forest.
there's been minotaurs inside Duskhaven and
Were
inside
they? So I presume they were.
They were decent.
Not hostile.
Yeah,
Okay,
You weren't an asshole to them, they were an asshole.
that's fair.
yeah, they were
I
neutral.
remember a centaur. I couldn't remember a minotaur.
Yeah, they were neutral.
Grunt signs to Nosdo to call over Buckley. This seems like something that he needs.
I'll say that you guys were like, all wandering together if you.
Yeah, sure.
There is some sort of like slab underneath where the guts are, and there is some sort of text that I don't. Grunt and Nasu definitely can't read. What languages can everyone read here?
Didn't someone cast comprehend languages earlier?
Gone. It only lasts for like
yeah.
what, 10 minutes?
Let me check. But it still should be up.
No. If between Buckley's thing, the conversation with the orc and everything, that would have been way more than
Just
10
last-
minutes. How much does it last?
1 hour.
Ah,
An hour? It would still be up there. It's abyssal.
God damn it!
Huh.
Scribbles.
I just tell them that it's abyssal.
I know someone who can read Abyssal.
I thought comprehend languages you can read anything.
Yeah, but still.
Oh yeah, he can read it.
What's it say?
That's more of a question for you.
Sort
Okay,
of.
well, message core, what it said.
Yeah.
It seems like it's part of a larger script. It doesn't really have a context, but this is what you can read.
Yeah, some of it might be just like this way up.
Up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B.
Apply.
Cut the open.
Apply guts here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's effectively what when you're talking ritual runes, it's basically like,
Huh.
this is the blood, this is the bones, this is the this. It's like, okay, that doesn't really tell me.
It's a quick time of how to cut open minotaurs.
Maybe you guys might understand this better than I do, but
Right.
it's not let not one drop fall on his frame, or of Peronius. That's a weird pronunciation, but anyway, we will know his pain. Pray thee that great Apexis and his might may hold still the chain.
The part where a Pexium is and the chain is, you can tell there's been a clear attempt to scratch it out, but it doesn't seem to have worked.
Sounds like bullshit.
Just for my own sake, can you copy and paste that in the chat?
1 moment.
Gladly. Everyone copy and paste it.
Yeah, copy and paste into my own notes.
Right, when he says that name, to my understanding, I'm gonna take the hand that has the Vera symbol, the one who killed Peronius, and just sort of gently bring it closer to the ritual site, see if it reacts in any way.
You have 27 health, right? Good night.
Oof.
Make a no. You reach out and
42.
put your hand towards the symbol, like towards the runes on the ground.
I'm looking for a reaction, not shoving my hand in it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, you're like
I
moving
disagree with-
closer. Nothing.
I'll take the maul primarily in that hand, although be using both hands and start just trashing the rich.
It takes
Oh.
a single hammer swing overhead to shatter it.
Yeah, like this one's for Verena. Fuck you.
Guys, I'm going ethereal.
What is happening?
I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Told you. Good night.
Heck. No, that
Fail,
I mean,
fail,
it's
fail.
still 6, yeah.
Just a success.
Oh,
Fuck.
this is my...
Who else is missing?
What did you do?
Fail. As you guys are like looking around in the canyon, and you just see like those are even like outside of the frame of the tent. You just watch Grunt lift up and there's like the heavy slam that she always does, and the ground doesn't stop shaking. And the ground doesn't stop shaking at all, and that phrase, you begin hearing it on the wind.
Oh,
I leave the tent.
I don't know what you did, but I don't think it was good.
And everybody except Shimmer falls prone immediately. The entire ground around all of you is just shaking. And you just watch as stones begin falling in on all
Ow.
sides. As there's now an
Out of curiosity, just really quickly back to the Minotaur. Did it look like a some sort of a military personnel or just a Minotaur? Or was
they
it like
had- they had
naked?
no, they were entirely stripped. They had no
Okay, cool.
indicating garb at all, and the ground just begins shaking around all of you, and you just begin hearing like this very low, eerie, gurgling kind of laugh, like this hideous kind of like it's screeching at your ears as you hear it, and you can still hear that phrase, that small piece just constantly on loop. And constantly, if you begin pulling yourselves up again, you fall prone again. Shimmer, you're the one who's like keeping their feet for a moment, but around you at all sides, I need dexterity saving throws from everyone. Anyone on the ground at disadvantage.
What the fuck did you do?
Fail. Fail.
Jesus.
Success. Fail.
Brent, what did you do?
Run!
You all take, Del, you take none because of evasion, but the rest of you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as boulders begin just falling down and slamming you on the sides, and you just hear like this low gurgling laugh. Like as if somebody's trying to laugh or speak and has a deep, like, bassy voice, but their windpipe has been ripped out.
Sorry, just to clarify, Das, I have it in my notes. Verena, the goddess of justice and war, killed Peronius, the god of decay. But it's also
Yes.
Apexium, the ever-burning, who killed the breaker of chains. So it definitely said Peronius, right?
It did say Peronius.
Okay,
But also,
And
Apexium.
not
walls-
Tyronium.
No, no. They didn't say
Just
Tyronium. The walls
Can have
around you
K's,
begin...
I was just checking.
The
so
walls around you begin shifting.
Buckley? Maybe we should just get out of here.
Call out, leave.
As this is happening, I need
Can't do anything.
another set of con checks from all of you again. And
I
you
think
can
at
just
this
see
point
like
I'd be
this
raged.
you can try to, yeah. You can just see that there's just sludge begins like it's the very wall itself, and it's something that you guys remember. Fail, 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 success again. And last person.
23? Fuck.
You don't have advantage on this save,
No.
so it is a fail. Yeah, DC.
Fuck.
And you just feel like the pressure again. It's as if something enormous is just pushing down on top of you, like a giant's foot is on your chest. And there's just sludge everywhere. You can move on the ground, but you just can't physically get yourself back up. You're crawling currently.
I'm just
We
trying.
need to
Crawl
go.
out of the... Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave.
I walk calmly away.
Okay. I'm moving you guys to there. And you can just see that there begins to be sludge on all of the walls and stones around you. And I want an intelligence check from Buckley, Dell, and Shimmer. It's just a check, not a saving throw, just a check.
Oh, sorry.
Good. Okay.
So,
Buckley and Dell. Shimmer, you're just like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. You're not thinking. You two who are like stuck in it and you're looking, the walls are shifting like it's not meant to be this. Like it's not meant to be this shape or design. It's like it is liquid stone. And you're trying to think of, where have I seen something move this inconsistently in the land? The last time you fought a demon in Old Fortune,
Oh,
it
fuck.
constantly shaped the world around you as it was fighting. And you just begin looking now, you're like, where's that fucking laughter coming around? It's nearly omnipresent. And you just hear chains breaking. And then you just hear a disgusting slop as the Minotaur's body, its torso, falls from its point on top of its own guts. Its arms extend out into this grotesque, like, Minotaurs are large humanoids, but they extend out maybe 14 feet on either side. You can just see the Minotaur's jaw begins to extend to like 6 or 7 times its actual thing. It goes nearly to the ground, it's dragging it, and it's like it just begins moving itself forward. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Fuck.
God damn it!
Well, first of all, I need healing.
I think everybody needs healing.
The thing
Well,
of it is
Initiative now, so
yeah, I'm fine.
I'm glad you are.
Hey Buckley, how many spell slots have you got left, babe?
I've also got advantage on initiative.
He almost had a wand.
At 20.
God, I can only hope I can do this.
Okay, Buckley, you're up first.
I'm gonna look at it. Banishment. Fuck off.
No!
Be gone!
Big on thought.
I'm just at 4th level.
Okay.
Fuck off.
You watch as you try to cast out, and as you do, one of the stone walls around you, you just hear, as you just see like part of the stone rises up like a pseudopod and tries to slam out toward.
Those Maid Slayer walls.
Huh.
This is bad.
Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Oh wait, you're still on the ground at advantage. So let's see. Instead of a 15, that will be, yeah, that's gonna hit you with a 20.
With it what?
With a 22. You take 16 points of acid damage. It just slaps down at you. And now the creature has to make a wisdom save. It's not using the Minotaur's wisdom at all. And that is 6 plus. Buckley?
What?
What's your DC?
17.
Okay, so it rolled a 15. So you watch as the Minotaur, it doesn't disappear, but you can just see these radiant, like freshly crafted iron chains just wrap around its form and holds it there. But it doesn't seem like your banishment can remove it from this plane. And it's like it can't move. It's physically restrained, but it's desperately trying to crawl forward. And there is an attention onto these chains, like they're just suspended in midair, but they're holding this creature as it's trying to pull itself forward. Shit's getting weird.
Getting?
Well, in any case, I'm then going to move.
Okay, do you try to get up?
No, I'm gonna crawl.
Okay, half movement.
Yeah. I thought you guys were going out.
Now is not the time!
Grunt. He's doing something. Your turn. What do you?
Right, so I'm still enraged, I take.
You are enraged, yes.
Excellent. So the ground is shaking. Let me see. I'm going to crawl 15 feet towards it and then try to stand up.
Okay. Make a Constitution check, saving throw as you get there, to try and see if you can just like withstand the force.
Is it a saving throw or an athletics
Yes,
check?
saving throw. You don't have advantage, so you pull yourself up, back down.
And it's not a spell, I take it then.
No, this seems like whatever it is, it's like it's causing a natural earthquake.
Alright. It's sustained and I'm prone, but
Try to roll then.
yeah, can I just like I'm laying on my
While you're
back
on
and
the
just
ground, you can try to swing the hammer at it. Go ahead.
yeah, just sort of plant it between my feet and act like
Just swing. Just swing.
just
just swing.
swing it like a golf swing
Yeah.
at my feet, as it were.
Straight roll. Go ahead. Yeah, that's a hit. You just watch as the hammer of thunderbolts, this great majestic weapon, swings up and slams into the thing's face, and it's like you slap sludge. It slashes, like it blasts it, hits it with such force. You can see the jaw dislocates and extends out away, for almost like elastic, slaps back into the face. You can have another attack if you want it.
Doesn't look like it hurt it at all.
You can't see any damage, but that's more likely just for okay. You swung at it; it did have a reaction, but it doesn't
It
seem
looked like
to
it
either.
didn't like it at least. Okay.
Still a hit, and same again. This time you swing up and you manage to get it in the jaw, like from like where the jaw is down at the ground, and that just goes up over its head before it comes back down and dangles in front of it again.
I would like to use a free action to, while still holding my hammer in both hands, flip him the bird with both my god-printed.
Yeah, that's a free
Effective.
action. That's a free action. Shimmer.
I'm gonna take a multi-shot at it.
Crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Nuts.
The multi-shot is 3 shots, right?
Yes, but it has a higher misfire.
Hey!
First attack just hits. Second attack hits. Third attack doesn't.
Mind you, second attack was a crit, so swings
Sure.
around.
You just fire them in, and you just watch as they like bouncing off of like some rubbery kind of thing. They just boom, boom, boom. Don't even seem to.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna move back a bit next to Bookly.
I'm gonna assume this needs magical damage.
Uh huh. Hey, Del.
I'm a fling a dagger at it.
Go nuts.
Yes!
Oh!
Fuck yeah!
Roll
Kill
for
it!
a sneak attack crit. God damn. 44. 44. 52, 53. Oh!
Fuck yeah, that's why you play a rogue!
You just watch as this knife swings through it, and Buck and Grunt, you're there. You just see the knife, shing! It goes through the face with such force. You see like both horns are almost like this rubbery kind of thing, and the face just slots in half and begins slowly trying to reform. But it seems like it's very slow because it just got fucked.
And I'm gonna scoot back a little.
It's fair.
Stangy, did you remember to take that mass heal we got earlier?
Yeah, I did. And then I took
Okay,
damage,
just checking.
so it's fine. Running's fucking pointless. I'll do exactly as Grunt tried to.
Get up.
First, I tried to get up.
Constitution saving throw.
Well, I did the opposite. I crawled over and then tried to get up.
That's a good point. Let's do it the other way around because I'm pretty sure I can. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
can-
just get there.
So I'll crawl over, trying to get up,
No,
Fail.
not prone again.
and try
Attack
to
with
hit the
straight,
damn thing.
yeah, straight roll.
Because it's restrained.
Where are you? Come here, honey. 1. Oh,
How'd you undo
Oh.
this?
Oh,
Hey! That's a relief.
oh.
yeah, only, yeah, no, it's straight roll. Oh,
That works,
oh
yeah.
my.
Yeah.
Its AC is reduced by 2.
It's
Oh,
One.
it's dead.
it's dead.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
I'm just crying. Oh, the fuck up! I don't want it. I'm almost dead.
I don't want it.
You swing down at it and you hit it from like the chest where the mouth is, and like you break through the neck and you just break through the like interior pieces, and its guts or like where its rib cage is just like splits open like into a wide gaping maw, and it just slots back.
I stole a kill from Dell.
As the eye, as there like one eye that you can see just roll looking at you. You don't know if it's like gases in its system or something else, but it begins to just like, and the earthquake stops.
Right. I'll put my hand in grunt. Leave.
Grunt's gonna stand up and take Hell and carve the 2 symbols that are on her.
No, you
Into the
can't, because
ground.
that'll be on your turn. Because the
Okay.
walls are still fucking attacking you.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Sorry, I didn't realize. I thought
We've-
combat was over. Never mind.
with my 2 attacks left over, I'm just gonna give it the once over and make sure it's actually dead.
Swing at it
We've
then.
got walls attacking us, by the way.
You
strangers.
can get back up. Like you use the rest of your movement to get
Right.
back
Are
up.
the walls are the walls like around us or around the whole party?
I assume it's the walls of
You're
the
in the
map.
middle of a canyon. There's walls everywhere.
It's the walls of the map.
And all of them. I'm not really next to a wall. Fuck it. No, I'll just give it a once
Including
over.
the wall
Make
that
sure it's dead.
Buckley and Shimmer are.
Fuck you. Oh god, the crits! Oh,
Crits for days. What is it with you and crits?
I don't know.
You just slam down again and again into this thing, and every time it's like.
No, thank
I'm gonna actually. Son of a bitch.
Oh, thank god. I thought you rolled it.
And you just watch it just. And whatever the fuck just possessed it is dead.
Oh,
Fucking stay dead.
Well, it's dead
the
on
walls
this
are still
plane.
angry. I take.
And that's my turn.
On initiative 5, Buckley and Shimmer, why the fuck did you go there?
Walls.
Oh, you missed that.
Let's see. That's a 16 versus Buckley. Doesn't hit him. And now a thing against Shimmer. That is a 13 Shimmer.
Yes.
Okay, you just watch as the wall itself seems like almost like an ooze trying to like reach out and try to grab into you to pull you into it, like it's trying to reach out to pull you, and you both manage to like just pull out of the way of both. And then let's see, there's 5 of you. Dell.
Ah!
You just watch as another pseudopod like extends up from on high, and for a moment it's like a dozen chains, like like a big flailed chain kind of thing, tries to slam down with disadvantage. Very important because that was a natural 20. So instead it's a 5 plus 6,
Sorry, what?
16.
No.
Yeah, you manage to you literally dive into shadows out of its way as it slams down. Just like the ground where you were is just like sizzling and boiling from bubbling from.
Ugh.
You're very glad you're not standing there right now. The top of the initiative, the walls are still active, and the earthquake is gone. Is everyone just gonna run?
Yeah, I'm running.
That sounds like a good idea.
Buckley, just give me a thumbs up if you're gonna run.
Since I'm in the center of the ritual site, I'll just deface it with the fucking what's her name's? Sorry, Veronia's ready symbol before I go.
Okay. Make an attack roll to see if you can do
What would this be?
I don't know.
Dex or something?
Okay, sorry.
Remember,
That's
it is
actually-
in my character sheet. I am very good at drawing.
Yes, I'm aware.
I have proficiency in this attack.
Roll a d20 and add your proficiency modifier.
But no, run.
You're running.
Alright.
Whilst your Goliath is trying to Banksy this place, you're gonna run.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me a d20 and add your proficiency modifier. And that is a okay. You just watch like he just carves in the symbol of winged boots of Iran. Is like turns and runs. And that's your action to do that. It's a quick little scarf that you do. You all run?
Yep.
Okay. There's going to be one final set of attacks from the walls. So just move yourselves up. You're like your dash distance. Grunt, you're only running, so you don't get.
Yeah, I only moved 40 not. Wait, we were prone. Me and
Yes, but you basically I let you get up on last turn.
Make way for those who can dash as a bonus action!
Whoops.
maybe I should pick up Nozdo.
I was going to run further away with you with a dash. So yeah.
Never mind. Yep.
So Del, judge your
I'm fucking
movement.
gone!
No, you're next to a wall. You're next to a wall, so that's your own fault.
Well, I'm gonna stop there then, you nitpicker.
No, that's still close enough.
Yeah, within 10 feet. I'm guessing.
That's fair. The entire thing is
Yeah. Wait.
So thanks for the disadvantage. So that's a 2.
disadvantage.
That's a 2, not a 25. So the wall tries to like reach out and engulf you, and you manage to get out of its way. It's gonna actually. There's 2 attempts, and is anyone else close to the wall? Grunt is. Grunt, you're gonna get 1.
Yeah, figured.
2 and a 1. No. Grunt, like the wall tries to reach out at you as well, and you literally just smack it with the hammer, like no. And then let's see. There's a 5 of you again for. That's gonna be Nozdo. Natural 1.
Oh, thank God.
Like the pseudopod tries to reach up and slam down again, but you manage to get out of its way again. And that gurgling laugh is beginning to return, but it's omnipresent. Like beforehand, it was like it sounded like it was from everywhere, but then you realize it was coming from the monster. Now, even Del, she's hearing it like it's somebody behind her ear. You're all hearing it like that. And on your next turn, you all just book it.
Yeah.
Which means Nozdo and Grunt will be the last 2, I think.
I would go back and grab either Nozdo or Grunt and Didor out.
Nozdo, he's got little legs.
Nozdo.
Probably a bit shorter, yeah.
Idea dash.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You grab Nozdo and ding, off you go. Actually, you cast a spell in the zone, so you're gonna get whipped. That's an 8 plus 11. 19 to hit you?
Yeah, that hits.
Oh dear.
Take 16 points of acid damage as the pseudopod just like reaches out and tries to like slam into you from the effect, and it just burns in. And you grab Nozdo. Beep! You two are.
Is that before or after?
Oh, that's the total. So
Roger.
Yeah. That's like just what I rolled is all. So Nozdo and Del is out. Buckley, is that as far as you can get?
Another turn.
Yes.
Okay, that's as far as you can get. So both of you. So firstly, Grunt, because she's really close. 14. Grunt, you get hit. I need a strength saving throw.
No.
Ah, shit.
Man,
Come on,
boys.
Big Lad.
You do, yeah. Very important that you had advantage because 20 wasn't enough. You watch as the pseudopod reaches out to grab you. take that halved. That was a really good roll. You take that halved, so you take 13 points of acid damage as it just singes into your skin. You just pull away from it. And Buckley, it's gonna make one. Del, you're gone. I know you're gone. Like you're entirely off the map. Buckley, attack roll against you. Yeah, that's a total of a 30.
So what?
You heard me.
Oh, no, I didn't. You
on,
fucking got out.
30.
Total of 30, my dude.
Cool,
30
I'm down.
How much health you got?
I have 5. No matter. Down.
Grunt, you just see a pseudopod out at Buckley. Buckley goes unconscious and it begins dragging him into the.
Why do we hit fucking things that have fucking lettering on them that is abyssal? God damn it.
Screw abyssal thing.
Buckley, make a death saving throw.
Oh,
And at the start of your turn.
fuck you. I'm on.
Okay.
Whoa! Okay.
That is at the start of your turn. Damn, you don't like me.
Fucking-
So, you wake up and you are.
I'm up with like 1, right?
Yeah, you're up with 1 HP.
Yeah,
Tell me
okay.
you have healing.
I do.
He's the cleric!
He might be out of slots. I don't know.
Buckley, it's your turn. You're being grappled.
I fucking use my spell, then I get fucking hit. So. Crap.
That's it.
Run.
You just run. You're grappled currently. You need to break free.
I just said I was gonna break fucking grapple.
No, you cut
Okay,
out
sorry.
a little bit.
Sorry, yeah, you were cutting out a little bit there. Give me a strength saving throw, please.
Fuck you.
There are other numbers than 20. Just
Oh.
saying.
You just like see like portions of like Buckley's back and back of his head are just burning right now. He just pulls it. You pull yourself out and you use 30 feet to just run.
Yes.
And oh yeah, there would have been one last attack against you. No, that wouldn't. Well, let's see. That's a 15
15 what?
to hit.
Hit? No, I'm 18 AC.
Okay. Grunt, it's your turn now.
And as a bonus, no, can't heal. Look.
potion?
No, I don't. Might have like maybe a standard potion.
It's
Better to
than
have
nothing,
something
dude.
than nothing.
Yeah, I'll take a standard fucking potion. Roll 4d4.
I've got enough to get out, but
It's
is there
44
any
plus
way I've
2,
got
right?
enough to take Buckley with me.
I can never remember.
Make an athletics check to grab Buckley as you go. It's 2d4 plus 4. No, 2d4 plus 2. Excuse me, 2d4. No.
Because of raging.
Oh, with advantage.
I'm not putting back.
Yeah, no, I know you're not, but it's just the fact of she's got to run and pick you, your big boy, up and go.
But I have boots of every kind, which make me light.
No, they just mean you're on stealth.
Right about now, you're wishing you still had those boots of flying.
If it proves to be a matter of strength, I'll just sort of
I'm
grab
going
hold
to
of him,
kick Alistair's ass.
basically
Stealing your fucking boots.
hammer toss him out. So even if I have to stay in, I get him
Okay,
out.
so there's going to be. Alright, Grunt, you're literally just going to use everything to get him out.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to say make an athletics check just to yeet. This clerk's empty! Yeet! I say you
Once again, with advantage.
throw him out. You basically like throw him maybe like 20 feet out, and you're like past the walls now, Buckley, and the fresh air hits you immediately. That coolness and that breathing. Grunt. It's 3 on you
Yep.
now. First attack roll.
At me. So much trouble.
What's that? Nope. You have an 18. You said, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's a miss. Okay, that's going to be a hit, so I'm going to need another strength saving throw from me. And also, you are taking half damage from all of, like, yeah, okay, so you don't get grappled from that, but you are going to take acid again, and this is going to be the pseudopod hit, so this is more damage than just the pseudopod that slams out. 10 points of acid damage. And then the final pseudopod attack.
Yep.
22 to hit, so that does slam down it. And you take 8 points of acid damage from that one. How you looking?
Down to 1.
What?
To 1.
You're on 1 health? Well, it's your turn next, and you go. You are out.
I
Oh
run
my
out.
God.
I get to the party, and then I just fall flat on my face.
For the first time in you guys' life, you just see Grunt pulling herself out. She's dragging the Maul out, Kratos style, after his first fight against a stranger, just dragging herself out, and she just looks towards all of you before collapsing. And
So if it makes you feel better, this is your fault.
Yeah.
I'm frothing blood at the mouth at this point because
You are,
You're
yeah.
gonna be like,
there's way more damage than anything, because I take more damage. I can handle more damage than the
Alright.
thing should be able to survive, and I've taken like all of it.
Go.
And then...
alright, Grunt, here's some healing. Also, next time when we see something of a infernal, celestial, or fucking oblivial nature, do not fucking smash it.
Grunt just coughs up some blood and just nods weakly, like, yeah. I'll do
Hey,
it.
Because
speaking
shit
of
like
Celestial,
this
who speaks Celestial
happens.
here?
I do.
Buckley.
Because you all hear this in your heads, but Buckley, you're the only one who can understand it. You all just
Right.
hear
Technically,
a bit of a sonnet in your head. And no, with all of the attacks that have been going on and the chaos of this, your comprehension language is gone. There's too
it's
much
not
shit to...
competition.
It's just there?
It is just there.
Okay, so I'll message it to both of you then.
Celestial voice says, "What the fuck were you thinking?"
You're a fucking moron.
Hey, these gods should be used to it by now. I'm a fucking barbarian. They're war gods, they know what they were getting into when they chose me. But yes, I think she learned a lesson there. Don't just smack things unless you're...
Even you have a limit, Grunt.
Right.
As you guys pull yourself out, and there is nothing but the wind around you right now. There's eeriness in the plane. We're gonna take a break.
God damn it.
Ooh, okay. We don't have
Oh,
time to
mate,
unpack
why-
all of this.
Oh,
Grunt
Like-
today learnt an important lesson.
Never
my
do
God.
that again.
Yeah, there's a distinct list of things. I was like, okay, they'd have to do this, and then this, and then this.
Ah, so a checklist.
Basically.
And then we did.
Ugh. Son of a bitch. I need a
I
fucking...
thought a couple of us were gonna go down, mainly me and Grunt.
Oh yeah, I thought
Oh.
people were gonna go down.
Oh, I figured as soon as the initial fucking earthquake went, I was like, alright, this is it. This is how I die.
Yeah, the
Just
moment
have
the
the party
earthquake
once.
started,
I
I was
thought
like,
I'd
this
like
is
the
it.
Oh,
party,
hey,
I
guess what,
honestly
guys?
did.
Everybody's
I
gonna
got a
go.
level up.
Everybody's
Oh,
gonna
and
fall.
this
Everybody's
is how
gonna
I
go.
die.
Right, we'll
Okay.
be back in like 10-15 minutes. I need a bloody cup of tea.
Yep,
Yeah,
same.
need a fire break.
Get back.
So, we're back.
Welcome back, everyone. That was fun. That was chaotic. I was mad. So, you've all, now at this moment, just escaped from this now still writhing stone. And it's starting to look as if it's calming down slightly, like in regards to the intensity of the flow and the activity of it. And, like a brief moment hits you up. Wait, can this thing move? And thankfully it doesn't. Every time I open up this fucking dice box, this smell is fucking top quality. You look about yourselves. Grunt is, for the very first time, Grunt is the one amongst you who looks the most fucked, and that's including a guy who's literally gone unconscious in this encounter. What do you guys do?
Just lay here. If I just lay.
I take a short rest.
Short rest.
Can we get, like, at least
By
a
the
mile
way,
away from this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely travel far away from this thing, but we'll have a short rest as soon as physically possible.
So I take it, Nary and Cole, you don't want to share what the Celestial...
Oh, no. I was waiting for us to get back.
Just checking.
Well, the last time I spoke Celestial, things started trying to... Oh, I'll let Buckley if he wants to.
Oh, real quick, Das. Can I do a religion check on the bird of the Fiena?
Of Levena.
Levena, sorry.
Sure, make a religion check.
With advantage, right? Or normal?
Why with advantage?
Just as a cleric, but never mind.
No, it's because you have proficiency in religion. That's why you get.
Yeah. Never mind. Nah, that's fine. I don't know what I was thinking. Advantage. But
You are aware Levena is one of the three dead gods, along with Peronius and Tyruntium. However, she is the goddess of love. She is the kind-hearted, and she is the light that was snuffed. She was the wife of Corellian. And
right.
her death is why Jurli is the god of betrayal and the bloody-handed god. In regards to the bird, there's often depictions of angelic or celestial beings being referred to as either the messengers, the birds, or other motifs of a similar thing depending on culture, but that's probably referring to some sort of celestial individual.
Right. Well, see, the bad thing here. So, the entirety of it is, here I stand, bird of Levena. My wings eaten to keep corruption at bay. For my spell success I pray, or enter shall we the end day.
I gotta get a copy of that in chat, please.
Just
Yeah.
a sec, I get it.
There you go.
So, would I know anything about the end day?
I feel like it's self-explanatory.
I mean, in terms of, has there ever been
A apocalyptic style event.
predicted or forecasted or...
There's been many predictions of it. Make a history check. It's gonna be a high DC, but
Not really great with history.
no. You think and you're like, that sounds bad. It sounds like something you would have been taught or you might have learned, but it's escaping you currently.
Yeah.
So, do I know who Levener is?
No,
I basically signed back to him. What was that name you just said? And who is that?
She's the third of the dead gods, along with Tyrantium and the other one.
God of what?
Love!
she was the goddess of love. It was Peronius and Tyrontium.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I meant in character. She was asking God of what?
Oh, yeah, I said
God of what?
So
God of Love.
So she's technically the only one of the dead gods that could be considered a good god, as opposed to
She was a neutral, good, aligned god.
as opposed to the other two who are assholes.
Yeah.
My only hope is that since we heard the celestial noises, that now the celestial and the demon, or abyssal creature thing, are fighting.
Come on.
I mean, if we look over at the walls, are they still shifting?
They're still shifting, but they're slowing. It's like you're watching. It's like you just watched a dam breach, and it's just slowing.
That definitely wasn't a good thing, and I'm hoping it'll stop. But part of me thinks it won't.
Grant does something surprising and actually opens up a book not to communicate but to write a note to herself.
Don't do that again.
Don't
do that again.
Not smash you the bad room.
Don't smash religious objects.
Doing stupid
Bad.
shit's my thing. Stop it.
She's right. You see the page in the book has actually got the symbols of the two gods that are now emblazoned on her gauntlets. She asks you for the symbol of Levin Buckley.
The symbol of the goddess
Pertinent
of
to
love.
what she's been up.
I just put a heart there.
No, well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It is a symbol of a heart, but the symbol of a heart with a knife driven through it.
Right.
Blue.
Leave me alone.
She's the fucking Kermit. So you're all bleeding. You're all in pain. Many varying forms.
I'd say
Um,
you go back to New Grove, and we sleep.
Okay, let's catch our breath.
Yes.
Now-
I would like to take a short rest.
I probably know the answer to this, but did we get a barrel of powder?
No.
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 I thought as much.
Hey, speaking of, before we leave, Sherry, you want to throw random fire in there? Actually, on second thought,
Not
no.
really.
No,
I
probably not a
want
good
to leave.
idea.
Yeah, I just thought, on second thought, don't. We learned our lesson. We don't attack random things.
Yeah, just take a short rest and use some hit die.
Short rest, please.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
While we have our
Okay.
short rest, I will take out
2,
the sending stone and
3.
send Ansel a message.
Okay, what do you send?
Okay, I got bad news, even badder news, maybe good news, which could also be bad news.
Okay.
Oh, and some actual good news. Actual good news, we blew up the camp.
Oh, that's excellent to hear then.
That's
But
good
what
news.
happened with the rest?
Okay, so that is actual bad news. Good news. Bad news. I think we're in range of this weird thing in Jistune. So all the shit that we killed has had its soul stolen.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that's bad news number one. Yeah. The thing that I think is probably good news, but also bad news, is I think you've got a brother.
I do. He's in Duskhaven.
Another.
Oh, another one.
That's impossible.
Well, I don't know many, people with gold and silver scales.
Where are you? Where is this person?
Oh,
On.
he's left after he left a Nosdo-shaped hole in a cliff.
Who?
Tell him it hurt.
He says it hurt a lot.
My dwarf.
He's alive. So,
Do you want me to come?
yes.
Okay, give me a vague direction from Nubro.
I mean, you saw the map. We're not too far from the camp.
Alright.
Okay, we're all very badly hurt. Further bad stuff, which
I'm okay now.
I suppose I can explain when you get here. But yeah, we're all really badly hurt.
Also, I'm just gonna sit there, contemplate, and then possibly, I don't know, I'm trying to decide if I want to do divine intervention on the area and just say fucking nuke it.
If you want to, go ahead.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm
You're
gonna.
level 13. Your odds just went up. Divine intervention. Divine intervention.
Roll.
I
1d.
thought that fucking 8 was him.
No, that was me rolling my health because I'm not the
Yeah.
only.
Oh!
Unfortunately, not. No.
Everybody got hurt.
Close, no cigar.
Maths.
Goddamn. Open.
You all lie there. You take out bandages. You take out kits. You take out like rubbing alcohols. Nazdo drinks most of them.
I rub dirt in the wounds.
You get infected.
Another 3.
Okay.
The fuck? Did I roll the same exact thing again? No,
I
rolled.
rub dirt in the wounds. Buckley slaps
Almost.
my hand and does it properly.
Yeah, you guys tend to each other over the course of a few hours, until eventually, in the distance, you see careening, like doing a wide sweep of the area.
I fire a gun.
Don't do that. Goddamn.
There are other ways to attract attention.
Yeah, gun's one of them. I don't have a flare.
We have a shimmer.
That's fine.
My flares usually wind up hurting people.
The shadow like creens over you guys, and you just see the as it's just swooping over, and actually like does a wide sweep around it because the stone has calmed, but it's wrong. Even just looking at it right now, your material plane mind looking and go, that's not. It's like the way the stone is moved. It's like stone that's moved like mud in like a mudslide, and it doesn't look right. It does a wide swoop. He doesn't fly directly over it. It does a wide swoop around it. Before stopping himself into the momentum for changing into his humanoid.
What up?
Hey, my dude.
What on... By my grandfather's tale, what have you done?
It's Grant's fault.
I mean, yeah.
Would you like me to read off the list?
I mean,
You have a list?
just to
Oh.
clarify what that is very briefly, after we cleared out the camp, we found a weird witcheral thing which somebody thought it would be a good idea to smash. And that happened.
Sometimes my bad.
Before that, we found the
God.
camp. They were being very chill about where they were keeping their barrels of powder, so we decided it would be much more efficient to just light a single spark and set the entire lot off. And it worked very efficiently. The entire camp was almost entirely decimated, save
Excellent. Well
save
done.
from about 5 people. One of which was a peculiar-looking man who, when Nosdo walloped him about the face, had gold and silver scales.
He hit back.
Yeah, and then embedded him into the wall, like I said.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that's not possible.
Pretty sure it is, my dude.
Look, he was like right there. He definitely was a
He also
dragon.
flew in the
looking
sky,
thing.
which is also evidence.
Oh, and also he stabbed me with claws.
He was gonna,
Oh, yeah.
He was going to stab you with something much worse if I didn't get you out the way.
He had some
Yes.
sort of opinion
And
on tail shit.
that's his new icon, by the way, because I wanted to show.
All
Ah,
that.
the handsome
Don't.
boy.
There's a reason Nazo humps his leg.
If I wouldn't lose so much blood, that'd be hard right now.
That's nice. Okay, can somebody visualize him for me? Show me what he looked like.
I just
Draw
draw a
the picture.
stick figure.
Grunt, you got a good look at him, and you are good at drawing.
I need to
Grant
know
draws a
what
picture.
he did. I need to know what he was.
Apparently, he put these orcs up to destroying the town, and he was the one who gave them the gunpowder. One of the few people that survived the explosion was the orc leader, so I asked him a few questions.
Weirdly enough, he seemed very disinterested as soon as. Well, I hit him a few times, which probably hurts at least a little bit, and also we blew the place up, so I don't know what his deal was.
Yeah.
He has an orc shaman with him, or
He
something
had an
of the
orc
sort.
shaman with him. The orc shaman went off with this apparent relative of yours. It was,
That's the guy I meant.
yeah, it was the shaman.
And
the
he
shaman,
had backwards hands.
Yeah, the shaman went off with him.
Wait,
And
what?
the shaman apparently.
No, stop!
The shaman had backward hands.
So?
Did you
Which
use magic
means-
on them?
You.
Yes.
No.
That went poorly.
It didn't go poorly. It didn't work.
Actually, because I didn't do it before, would I have known of demons or devils with backward hands?
Don't worry, the paladin just rolled a 24 on his history check.
Okay, yeah, I figured.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that was,
That's
that
what I
was a
figured.
very dangerous fiend. That was not. If you ever see somebody who's got reversed hands and is highly resistant to magic,
Yeah.
that is something you have to kill very quickly. Fire and radiant forms of damage work very well on them. They are nasty. They are agents of the hells and their activities. They don't serve any one direct individual of the hells, but they can.
They're more the outsource.
Yeah, you outsource them, and the fact that
Sorry,
he's
this
not
guy's-
gonna-
Just clarify from my notes. Do you mean the hells or the abyssal? The
Hells.
abyss. Okay, so devils, not demons.
It
Yeah,
is
it's a devil.
The hells and the abyss, it's more like the house and the front lawn than it is
Okay.
two different places. It's like you have to get to
Right,
one
right,
to get
right.
to the other.
This
They're
one.
messy. It's very messy. But that individual is very manipulative, has a lot of enchantment-based magic if they try to use it. They either try to enchant or disable groups, or they'll pick you apart or just leave. But they are very cruel, sadistic creatures. And the fact that that wasn't the strongest thing you encountered scares me.
Well, also with your
Oh.
possible relative.
Yeah, you keep saying that, and it's not getting any easier every time you say it.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't know how else to refer to him. He didn't exactly introduce himself.
Another dragon.
In any case, he had a gaze that I was able to withstand, but it seemed like he was trying to take magic knowledge from me in terms of making it to where I couldn't use it for a time.
I've never seen a creature do that. I've never heard of it. I'm gonna have to try and. Best man to ask about this is the guy who knows pretty much fucking everything. I have to ask him about this. I'll contact Guan and I'll see what he knows. He might have encountered something like this because he's had very recent activity with the Hells. But this. Let me explain why this is impossible. There's no way that this can be a relative of mine. Dragons have a very slow birth period. Like, that would have been a young dragon. But what you're saying it was doing and acting sounds far more powerful than any young dragon I've encountered. Furthermore, looking at this, I don't see how that could be the case. There's only one egg that survived from the last brood that my parents had. And he's now in Duskhaven.
Oh, and
Hmm.
I don't know if anybody else happened. Also, his breath was all 5 elements.
Wait, you mean like metallic or chromatic?
It was acid, right?
Fire, cold.
Fire, cold.
What
It
else hit
wasn't
me?
radiant or necrotic.
There was no radiant or
Was it?
necrotic, no.
There was no
No.
radiant
force.
or necrotic, no. Or
Cold,
force.
cold, fire, acid.
Lightning.
Lightning
Yeah.
and poison. They're the five. They're the
Poison.
5 quote unquote elemental ones.
Well, I mean, it's definitely not related to me then, because I can only do the 2. I can.
He's
only
a
do
rainbow
fire,
dragon.
and I can only do one at a time. I can't do both. I can only do one at a time. So, this is an individual who's more capable than me. And
Well, I have gold and silver.
why does he have that? So explain this to me again. He looked like a human, you were saying.
He was
Yes?
disguised as a human, and when Nosdo smacked him about the face really fucking hard, it was like he tore a mask off him. It was like literally like a layer of skin was removed, and underneath we saw the scale pattern.
He's trying to process this in his head. That's impossible. That doesn't make sense. That's something that I've never encountered.
Look, over the past
Mainly
month, I had
because-
to deal with a lot of stuff that I thought was impossible or wasn't real, and actually was. So, you know, just saying that over and over doesn't
Okay.
change it.
No,
Yeah,
it
plus then-
doesn't.
Whenever I noticed that it was gold and silver, I went, oh, I'll shout something out, see if he reacts. Then, I shouted, what would your father think? And that pissed him off. To the point where he wanted to kill me.
He
And
was almost
almost
successful.
Oh,
He definitely didn't like it when you shouted that.
Whether
which-
or not his father is,
My
a guy in a
father.
tower, or
somebody else he might see as his father.
or
whoever his father is, he probably doesn't like
Fucking
them,
up
seeing
there.
as how pissed off he got when you said that.
No,
shit.
I just wanna. This is out of my area of expertise, but what if that dragon and whatever the fuck we just almost died to back there are related and one's given power to the other?
Yeah. So can you explain to me now? And like he has that moment where he's thinking. Is it having a deep thought of chromatic? Wait. And he's like stood there for a sec. There is.
Shimmer, didn't he say something or do something to you?
Shimmer,
Um,
how did he- how
I
did
was
he
I
react
was
to
stood
you?
next to you.
Did he put you through a mountain as well?
He blocked my spell, but that was about it.
I think he said something though. Something to do with like the mother or the father or something.
I can't recall that he wasn't even talking to me.
The mother and the father, anything draconic referring to that doesn't refer to the direct mother and father. They're referring to the two gods. The chromatic mother and the metallic father. Wait. She is.
That's
By the way,
whatever.
he just rolled a natural 20.
Ah. 5 breath, 5 heads.
That would be
Five
Tiamat's
heads.
calling. Well, each one of her, like, she has the 5 heads of the 5 chromatic dragons, and some depictions of her have 2 more heads, one of shadow and one of death. But thankfully, you didn't encounter those elements of it. You only encountered what would be considered the more general term for her. She
Looks over at the writhing mass of darkness on the horizon.
She has. My father warned me long ago about them. Tiamat has agents, enforcers they take a draconic form, but they're not true dragons. They're wherever they.
Dragonkin.
whatever they once were, they've been warped to such a degree by her touch that they couldn't even be considered draconic anymore.
Hmm.
They're very dangerous, and it sounds like you encountered a very powerful one, which meant they had a great interest of trying to destroy New Grove. Which, I mean, if that ritual site is as powerful as it is, and it can draw souls from anywhere, they could have definitely drawn it from New Grove.
Yeah, that's the next
That's
thing.
a few hundred. That's a few hundred people immediately.
Does anybody actually have a map? There's something I want to do. Does anybody have a map of the area?
I
Give me
know.
a sec, and he just like puts out a hand, and a very rough, like from the stone around it, like very small, like on the ground. He's focusing on it. Small bits of like indications for what you see in front of you appear.
Okay. And I basically, if this is just on the ground, then I'll basically just use like a couple of bits of sticks or something, and I take one stick and put it in Distoon, get a bit of string and tie it to another stick and put it on New Grove, and then I draw it in a big circle around it.
Yeah, you're using like New Grove.
So I basically
to
do that. I basically do that.
You basically
on the
like go all of this basically
with a big
Which-
compass.
which would have affected. Basically, that affects everything to just outside of the La Marine Empire, all the way to the Great Barrier. All of Old Fortune is in this zone as well, as is the Dead Mountain.
That's a big area.
I say we go to Duskhaven and forget about it.
No, Nonster, you have to understand, this is the minimum distance that we know it is. It could be bigger than this.
Fine, we go to Duskhaven and kill someone.
No, definitely not.
Whatever this
I'm
is.
just spitballing.
Okay, so we know that this is wider than what we originally thought was the arena,
Yeah.
because we thought it was just in that. So this has been amplified to a point. We can't attack the city with a force. We can't attack it with armies. There's no way. The casualties on both sides would be... That's way too much soul that I'm not willing to give up. Because I don't even want to think what happens to the souls when they actually get taken. Are they destroyed? Are they just like maintained and kept there in some torment?
We have no idea.
I can't
Hold
force
up a
anyone. I can't force anyone into that.
Are we sure these souls went back towards the arena as opposed to that Minotaur splodgy shit?
No, that was south of us, and these things went west.
Right.
Can
Yeah.
Can you give us a vague estimation as where we are on the map currently?
We're like a little bit out of New Grove, like here-ish. Like,
Yeah, we're
we're like
south-ish,
on
right?
this square.
You're basically like somewhere in this square where I'm pointing at.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, if they needed souls for their soul engine, they should just use Draenei.
Hey! Lord,
That's a hell of a range.
180.
Yes, that is an enormous range.
Yeah.
I'm very aware.
I knew it had a big range because we were told it was bigger than the arena, but I thought that was like the city. But
Yeah,
this is
so did I.
fucking.
Old Fortune is probably a pocket of safety, but we should probably contact them and warn them that it's reaching out that far that's going to start pushing in on their board.
It's definitely already.
Yeah, it
They're
probably already
already-
is, but yeah, they
There's
need
not-
to know how this is spreading real bad.
And that's a fair point as well. If Old Fortune is in range, then that confirms the suspicion I had when when we were sent to address the problem of your mother. Forgive me, Aeonsil, with the intention of killing her. If we had done that, she would have died in range of this spell, and her soul would have been taken.
And that's a ancient silver dragon. That's an incredibly powerful soul.
I'm even more glad that we didn't kill her.
And
I can still hear his voice.
Speaking of powerful souls, what if it takes the heart of the forest?
that would be cataclysmic.
Anything that dies in that forest is going to be drawn in.
The dryad in the middle, which is technically not just a dryad, since she's the forest.
Yeah.
If she gets taken, the whole forest dies. Like, every single bit of green in that forest dies. It's in the middle of a badlands. There's a reason that it's still fucked. I saw him. I just kept my composure. That's
Buying an entire forest would be bad.
Yeah, it certainly
an
would.
entire forest being taken would be.
And that's not just a small forest. That is a big forest.
It's a very
Yeah,
big forest.
Yeah, you guys get lost in that.
And a powerful one at that. It's not just, just trees there. It's dripping with natural...
You effing parasite.
Go away!
If that forest turns on us, it'll be that ruddy scene from the Two Towers.
Also, I have no idea how spells work, but I'm going to assume that this thing isn't a circle, but a sphere. And the Dead Mountain is within that, so all of the stuff we were doing in the Underdark may also have been affecting it. And we killed the Beholder down there.
Yeah, a small one.
You killed a very old beholder down there.
Also, Grunt won't be saying this, but I'm not sure aberration souls work that way. I don't know. You can demonically do things with.
You don't know, motherfucker. It's my world.
I don't know!
Yeah, I don't know.
Sit-
I'm just,
sit
I
in
was
the
just saying
corner.
that out of
None
character.
of us know!
And a lot of little ratties died on
When I
it.
say that, that could A, mean nothing happens, all good, or B, we have some sort of eldritch demon hybrid, which is extra, extra, extra bad.
I mean, we have world-ending thing going on here, so I'm going with Eldritch extra, extra bad.
Yeah.
Sounds alright. More shit to kill.
They're bad enough
Wait,
when they
In
hit
any case,
Sorry,
That's-
out of character.
That
Beholders
arena.
bring things into life by
Shut up!
dreaming. Oh, I gotta talk about this.
Yeah, you'd be talking about this too much. So just.
Yeah.
This is going to be a lot more complicated than I thought. Yeah, this can't just be a direct attack on the city. Oh, fuck. We need to send a small force in that we can trust to get it done.
Mm-mm. 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 I don't like your language.
Yeah, because we all know who the small force is. It's this small force here, isn't it? We've
I wanna
already
go to
been there once
Bahamas.
before and it ended badly.
I'm aware.
signs.
I'm aware.
Run sides, once she gets that belt, she'll go in herself if she has to.
Don't be stupid.
She said if she had to.
Okay.
Grunt, if you just go in there by yourself, you're just throwing more fuel onto the fire.
Literally.
Everything within that radius that dies makes it worse. Regardless of which side it's on, it makes it worse.
Right. Okay. I need to get the matron. I need to get Guan Chi, Scylla, Marok. I need to get everyone. I need to get everyone and speak with them in Old Fortune. We need to discuss what we can do because from what we can still believe, it's possible that you don't have to sneak into the city. If enough scrying and care is taken, and we have two very powerful, very, very powerful mages, they can get you in the city into a quiet space that you can move as best as you can, incapacitating people in your way.
I get the feeling that something this powerful and this magical will have defenses. They'll have something that will detect us arriving.
That means that you'll have a limited window. But
Run
There
sides
goes
is
old
part of the
hammer.
reason she wants to go in with belt.
Leocro's old hammer, the Maul, and even Nosdo's ruined hammer. We've got a lot of tools that are designed to shatter things, one of which is designed specifically to destroy crafts. I don't know how durable this arena is or what points are important or magical about it.
And
Where
I hate to ask this of you, but I'm gonna need that orb back. It's not needed for your mother anymore.
It's not. It's in Old Fortune. We left it with Scylla. He has it with her.
Yeah.
So we can get it back from there. The golem isn't even needed anymore to maintain her, and the golem could probably be brought with you, as it's not a soul. There isn't a soul in it. It's an elemental that will go back to the plane once it gets broken. That's how that magic works, I think. And a big stompy thing like that punching into the fucking center. We need to get them together. If I can get everyone together, and the Magic people can think, because Guan and Merok, as much as they've been fighting for the last 30 years, when those two worked together, there was no problem. They wouldn't eventually break. And when I mean break, I mean they like just broke the rules on a fucking primal level. Like, that's not something that could happen, but those two could break something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or they would know how to break it. A small force, even maybe a dozen or dozen and a half, because Guan has very capable people. He himself, I would go, Marok would go, get Leo Crow in, Yanero. We can get a lot of bodies in there. And if we can get that, do it at night, when there won't be an activity in the arena, and see what we can do to just outright destroy it, or see if Merok or Guan can see if there's any like runes or inscribings that are holding it strong, and if they can disable them or make them inert briefly and then they're shattered, when they try to like recollect, then there won't be anything to anchor it to and it'll be dispersed. And that can be done to individual things throughout, because I know this because we used to be absolute bastards.
We need to talk to your mother. She was there. She may have seen parts of
Yes.
the structure.
Yeah, we need to talk with her as well about it. Get everyone in and do it. So, right. You guys ready to fly?
Sure.
I'll mount you.
You
Sounds
wish
like a
you
plan.
could. You wish you could. Right.
Yeah, I do.
He just like steps away from everyone, wings out, around the tip, like what very large golden interior with like the tips and like the exterior of it. It's almost like he's silhouetted in silver. Right, everyone. And he just like lowers down. You all get on, and it's 3 hours of a flight of him just going at a mad pace. He's pushing himself to get you back quickly. And he looks nearly exhausted by the time you get back to New Grove,
Lean that dog in the car.
basically. He flies you back, looks about to you all as like he drops down and has almost like a stumble backwards as he does once he's back in his human. Okay. Oh, I'm doing too much. Okay. I'm going to contact Merok, and then we're going to contact Guan. From there, we're going to get them, and I'll have Merok get the golem out of Dead Mountain, and we went with my mother to Old Fortune, so it's actually in Old Fortune.
Well,
that's fine
that's
then.
helpful.
So we'll just get him to Old Fortune, get you guys to Old Fortune.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll go to Old Fortune to discuss everything in the morning. Everybody needs a full rest.
Everyone needs a rest.
And what are we gonna do about your father?
He can't know.
He'll know something's up. Everybody but him is working towards this. He's going to find out.
If he finds out, and he has that distinct moment of he seems like he's trying to keep a plan to himself, but he's scared. If he finds out, we just have to tell him that the forces at work are more dangerous than pettiness, and we have to let them go to deal with this issue.
He won't take that. You
No,
know
he
he
won't
won't.
take it.
You know he won't. That's not even a plan.
Let's hope he's not in on this.
If he finds out, he's going to fly
absolute-
there
Yeah.
immediately, and they're probably lying in wait for him. And even if you tell him that they're lying in wait for him, he's probably going to go regardless.
He's going to try and destroy that city and cause enough damage to do something very dangerous.
And the more people
And I
he
don't-
kills, the worse it'll get.
Exactly. So. We'll have to do this in a day. It's the only way. We'll have to do this all in one day. If Merrick's gone for too long, he'll think something's up.
In broad daylight?
In the middle of the night. Tomorrow morning, we get everyone together. I'm going to let them know tonight. We get everyone together tomorrow morning. We talk in Old Fortune. Guan Chi brings a strike force with him, and we all plan. We organize what each of our groups are going to be doing during this time. All we have to do is destroy. As grim as this sounds, the moment that arena no longer is doing what it's doing, the moment, my father can burn that city to ash for all I care.
In theory.
Grunt raises a hand.
Don't make assumptions about things like this. We don't
That's
know
fine.
we don't know how it works.
Grunt signs. She just broke a ritual site and things got really bad really quick. How sure
Yes.
are we that breaking this will work?
I don't know, but I know people who know magic better than me that will probably have a better alternative than just hitting it.
Yeah, we have to get them in there so that they can have a look at it, because for all
Exactly.
we know, breaking it could be what triggers everything.
Exactly. So, get your rest tonight, all of you. I'm going to contact Marok. I'll get him here in the morning, and he'll get us all to Old Fortune. After that, we get Guan to Old Fortune. He takes a group with him. We bring Gennaro, Leo Crow, me, Marok, Guan. We do what we can. We're going to have to, unless they can give me a better alternative, we just do this in one night.
All we can do is see what they've got to say on the matter.
Exactly. Like, that's my alternatives. That's what I have, because I'm not some great old fucking source of knowledge that currently can't be used because he's damn near blood.
What's your profanity?
Not so Gatebreaker, I will break you over my fucking knee.
I am already broken, so I'm gonna go to bed in a minute.
Okay. So, go to bed. It's an order. I'll talk to you guys in the morning.
Oh, we're being ordered now. Okay.
We plan at dawn.
At dawn we plan!
What's this?
What's
Hmm?
what?
This.
The trader
Oh, that's a
died.
trader that came to town.
Maybe we should do some supply run, being that this sounds like we're going into something pretty
What
climactic.
time of day is it?
Night.
By the time he got you guys back, you're close to 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night.
The
Yeah,
trader's
no,
not going to be
there's no
there.
trader.
He won't
Okay,
be there.
yeah,
Yeah,
nothing's
no,
open.
he's already gone to bed. Like,
Yeah. We-
Me, on the other hand, have some contemplation to do between two gods.
I have a book to read.
Nosto's reading a book! Stop the fucking presses!
Literature, bitches!
Literature!
you gotta do 48 hours in 6 days. No.
Yeah, I'll just do day by day if I can, and if not, we'll see.
It doesn't have pictures, it's all text. It's all
Dell,
small.
what's a guac?
I'll tell you when you're older.
What? I'm older than you.
For some reason, I just get the feeling does no one go through that looks like, what's a vegetable?
Vegetable.
Hey, I like veg. On the other hand,
He's a dwarf. He's a dwarf. They have root veggies. He knows it.
Lots of root
Like,
potatoes.
what's a vegetable? It's like, you know. Oh, you mean potatoes?
So,
Yeah.
you all go to bed. You all fall asleep. For what you can.
He's rolling dice. I don't like that he's rolling dice.
It's alright, we're all about to die, it's fine.
I don't like that he's rolling dice.
As you guys go to bed, there is a storm out in the middle of the night. Rain is hitting off of the windows, and there's a crack of thunder in the distance. Del. It's quiet uptown. You'll like it up.
Ah, shit! I'm by myself again. Ah, I hate it when this happens.
You are outside a window and there's trees there, and you just feel like you like every now and again, because you've been in this room before. This is
Yeah.
one that you're accustomed to. There's usually just like the twigs will tap off, and you just know it, and you just disregard. It's at the window. You
Oh.
see a figure gripping onto the windowsill, holding their side. Eyes are inverted in the coloring.
What the fuck? She goes over, stepping over Grunt because Grunt sleeps in her room,
Mm-hmm.
and opens the window. What the fuck?
It's the Raven. And you can see red all over it.
You're welcome where I sleep. Come in, come in.
And you pull him in. And now I'm going to move him down because even though he is naturally very quiet, he's wheezing. So,
Like his priorities. Oh,
Grunt.
Hi.
yes.
Grunt, you wake
Hi.
up to the sound
Hang
of
on,
the
hang on,
window
hang on. We're in
opening
the
and
wrong
the-
channel. We're in the wrong channel. Hang on. Admin powers activate. Give me 2 seconds. I can't do this because Discord isn't big enough.
I do it better than you.
I have to keep my Discord small because I'm streaming. There we go.
I know. Woe to you.
Hey,
So-
Nemo, we sleep in the same rooms. You're about to witness what's
Yep.
happening.
Cool.
Grunt, you hear the window opening up and the slamming off the side as it's a loud wind outside. And you just like jerk up as you hear and you look over, weapon out, and you see the Raven individual who's spoken to Delmara on several occasions. He's bleeding badly.
Bird form or is he in his person form?
He's in his human form.
I take it Dell is also woken up?
Yeah, I'm the one who let her in. Dell is there at the window and
Yeah,
she's opened it.
she's pulling him in right now. And he's like putting his hand up to the side of the frames. I haven't been overconfident in decades.
What the fuck happened?
Try to cut the head off the snake.
No. No. I thought you were smarter than that.
I thought I was better than him. I got my licks. I didn't expect him to get aid from a dead guard, though. Can I sit down?
Yes, sit, for the love of, before you fall
He
over.
He falls into like a chair at the side, at a desk, like slumping over. And it's weird. His blood hits the ground, and there's like that bit of red, but it's also like this blackened color. He's like, hang on a sec. And he just like reaches out into the darkness and just starts pulling a thread, like as if like it's made corporeal, a thread. He just like takes it through his lips and just starts putting it, like lifting up his tunic, his like leather jerkin to the side, and begins just like putting it
Is it normally that colour?
Well, it wasn't originally, but it's been for the last millennia.
Should it be that colour? I guess.
Yes, it should be that
okay.
color right now. Can you hold that one? And he's just like pointing down to like the bottom stitch. He just tightens it. He just does like
That's
a
gonna
one-handed.
support
He does a
him.
one-handed knot on it to the other side. Okay, that'll take a hot minute, but that'll fix. I almost had him. Son of a bitch! I almost had him.
Why would you do that?
Because I slit his throat. I had slit his damn throat. Hey, got him into sleep. Got him by the throat. Oh, this hurts like a mother.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking, I'm the one who gave him his shadow powers, and I promptly took them back. So don't worry, he's not stepping through any shadows anytime soon. But he doesn't need those anymore, it seems. Huh. Whatever deal he made. Oh, Quan Chi, I could slap you. Why did you kill him? Could have left him alive. You kill him, you let him over to the other side, he can make deals with something.
Oh, no.
Dumb brick.
Run signs. What dead god?
Give me a second, because I'm currently trying to handle internal bleeding. And he just like reaches back over to his shadow as he's like inhaled deeply and just pulls out like a thick layer. And his hand goes into his side. And just like you just watch, like he just like lowers his wrist down and then pulls it out and just like wipes it off. And then that okay, that's gonna stop the bleeding for a minute. Could be in the lung. That's the lung. Yeah, that's the lung. Okay. Alexandros is made a deal with the King of 1,000 Eyes.
Shit.
Around here.
Dirty bastard. I didn't even know that was possible. Didn't even know that was possible.
But he's dead.
I'm aware. I was around all the time he died.
Okay, there is so much here to unpack.
Grunt is looking down at her gauntlets, probably in view of.
His eyes are closed, like he's looking up. That hurts. That hurts.
You, if you just waited like a day, we're literally going to make plans tomorrow.
Well, you have my assistance for them at least.
Well, you're not in a state to do anything now.
It's gonna take 4 hours to fix. That's all. I just need 4 hours. I don't even need to be standing still to do it. I just needed to get as far away from him as possible to recover. And in the city...
And you chose here? There's definitely further places than here.
There are further places, but this is the place with the few people I can trust. And the people I rely on and I know that are capable. Like the two in this room right now. Okay. So, explain what happened. I got in. I took his rings. He reaches into a pocket and puts 3 rings on the table.
Oh shit.
So he's not gonna have those anymore. He's a lot less indestructible without those. And, because I don't think I ever explained to you, Delmara, how my restriction works. I can only enter a domicile if I'm committing a crime.
That's a very weird loophole.
I'm aware. No, it's more just the curse that was put on me. I have to be welcomed in, or I have to be breaking in. I have to either have ill intent or be welcomed.
I think this definitely qualifies as ill intent.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Grunt asked if we should bring the rest of the Dawn in.
No, let them sleep. Let them sleep. Let them sleep. Talking in the morning. But got him in the bed. Pillow over the face. Slit his throat. Stabbed him in the face. Right between the eyes. Long blade, and he takes out essentially our equivalent to a Bowie knife, a big bastard and thing. Jammed up in, rattled his brains, pulled it out, got him in the ear, pulled it out, got him in the lung, got him in the heart.
Definitely should have been thoroughly dead.
Yes, and as I was cleaning the blades and getting out, I felt a very sharp pain in my side, which was his fist that had embedded itself in there.
Jesus Christ, he did that with his bare hands?
He did that with his bare hands. And then all the walls turned into eyes. And chains kept erupting from his every wound, trying to restrain me. But I'm nothing if not a slippery bastard. So, yeah. Alexandros has a bag of tricks that I did not realize he had. I'm sorry. But at least he no longer has his shadow step. He no longer has his rings.
Cool.
And those rings are powerful. Each one of those gives him an immense bonus. I know because I gave him each one.
Well, that's another story to be told another day.
He used to work for me.
Yeah, I know. You're forgetting who you're talking to.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna take a corner there.
No,
I'm just gonna fall asleep.
You can stay on the chair, you don't have to sit in the bloody corner.
No, I prefer my back to something. He just takes the chair and just drags it into place, puts his back to the wall. You're not gonna be able to sleep now, and I'm sorry.
Well,
Truly I am.
Well, I got most of my rest before you arrived.
That's good. I doubt you need much encouragement to sleep. He looks at Grunt.
Grunt shows him purposely this time the symbols that have appeared in the back there.
Oh shit. What are those two?
They appeared literally this morning. It's still the same day technically.
Huh. Funny. I shanked him this morning. Well, last night, really. Yeah, I kind of got him last... Well,
You spent the whole day like this?
I've had worse. Just got it in 2 lungs once.
So what were you doing for the entire day? Just bleeding out?
Bleeding out and making my way here.
Oh my god.
Bit of a distance.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Feathers can only take you so far. Once it hit night, flight became a lot easier.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it normally takes us 5 days to get there. So I suppose to get here in one day is a feat.
Yeah, you haven't seen how fast I can actually go when there's nothing but shadow. It's like swimming for me.
Now's not the time for.
No, but that's a tool that one day I might show you.
Grunt signs. She has a lot to think about. She's gonna leave you two in each other's. She's gonna leave the room. Means I'll be hopping the channel.
Try to sleep, Valkyrie.
Don't wake the others. They need their rest before tomorrow.
She's going to rest somewhere else and sort of meditate.
Okay. Soreness is going down.
she's
Soreness
gone.
is going down.
I suppose the universe has a weird way of playing tricks because I did consider trying to message you this evening. I didn't know how, but I was going to try.
There are ways I can be able to contact you, but it's kind of invasive to give it. Most of my powers are.
Yeah, I don't. There's a lot I don't know. This probably sounds really bloody stupid, but I was probably just gonna, like, I don't know, go onto the roof and try calling your name. I don't know what I was gonna do, okay? I was just
You don't know my real name to call anyway, so that's the first element. But that's... You weren't far off, but my real name is not necessary. I haven't said it in 300 years, I think? No, I said it for Alexandros a while ago. Decades ago.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Meshulam.
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 DM, can I make, like, a history roll to see if that name has any significance?
Make a history check. It is Elvish for paid for. Very nice. You're trying to think in this moment of, like, this... What the fuck? Does that name mean anything? Meshulam is essentially like an old Elvish name. It's almost like it's got more of its roots in Sylvan, the language, than it does Elvish. But it's a name to imply a slave. It's often like one of those kind of names. Yeah. If you have a shadow cast or it's nighttime, I usually can hear somebody if they say that name. Alexandros likes to taunt me. So hearing your voice instead of his will be a boon. He will have no knowledge of you being doing it as well.
Oh,
in case you're worried.
Yeah, I'm worried about a lot of things.
It's fair to do. You're in a position I would put no person in.
Now there's just the awkward silence.
I'm happy to pretend to pass out here for however.
Well, please don't actually pass out because I have no medical training at all.
Oh no, if I pass out, it's fine. It's self-repairing. It's quite handy.
Well, in that case, maybe you should. If you need to rest, you can.
Not while he's still around. Well, he's not around while he's still alive. I'm not going back to sleep. Not until I know he's been taken away. Worst fucking part. I made a deal.
What?
If not for the fact that that bastard has him in his clutches, somebody else would have taken him away.
What? What does that even mean?
You know the old text about how I essentially cheated to get my immortality?
Yes, I've heard the story.
I keep a relative connection to the god of death. It's more a case of him always checking in. Boss.
Right.
Gift receiver. The eternal promise. I made a deal with him that he could take Alexandros directly the moment his life ended. And, yeah, that he agreed that he said he'd be more than willing to do it. He just needs the bastard dead. He just needs the bastard dead. And his
Yeah, there seems to be a bit of a recurring theme that people won't fucking die.
And his porcelain chariot will... No, not chariot, a carriage will trot up, the side will open, and he will be welcomed in to whatever fate is deemed worthy of him. That was my plan. So if you do kill the bastard, something like that might happen. If it does, Terrific, because that means he will never come back, because Boss will have directly taken him.
Yeah.
Boss doesn't take people directly anymore. It's too much death for him to do that.
Yeah, that's probably where part of this problem's coming from that we're dealing with. Do you have any idea what is happening in that town right now?
Has something to do with the fact that, yeah, we're working out of...
All the soul energy within a freaking, like, 500-mile radius is being drawn into that city.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. And
Sorry,
everything that we're
delirious
doing
with the
seems to
lack
be
of
making
blood.
it worse.
Okay. Okay. I'll... you can tell he's like having a deep contemplation. Soul energy's never good. Never good. And I doubt it's being like built in and burnt away like a fire. I imagine it's just being stored. If that's the case. He just looks out the window. I need to have a conversation with someone.
Not
I
now.
suppose-
No, you stay here.
Absolutely now.
No, you have to. You can't go out in this state. You barely just got here alive.
You need to understand that this is kind of the best state to talk to him in. When you're on the verge, because that's when he's interested in you.
Come back.
I will come back. I've just got to go make a deal.
Bad stuff comes from deals. That's been my experience.
Not with him. Not with Boss. Deals with him are fair. He doesn't trick you. Because if you trick him, that's fine. You don't beat him. You just delay him. Eventually, he takes everyone. You can choose to go on your own terms peacefully, or you can try to fight him. And you can't fight somebody that has literally killed gods.
Right.
That's why they get worshippers, you know. They gained enough power that they decided, hey, let's just get people to worship us. We'll create mortals to worship us. And then we'll become immortal. And he can't kill us.
Oh, if it's that easy, why doesn't everybody do it?
Because you need a few billion over a course of millennia.
Yeah.
And it's whoever's currently worshipping you and everyone who has died that's worshipping you, because if their souls are still intact in your realm, Boss doesn't have them, but the only things that can kill gods are other gods. And Boss agreed to these terms with them because he knows that eventually they'll all die.
It's a weird way of looking at it, I suppose, but yeah, as we've learnt a lot lately, even gods can die.
Voss is the god of life.
Right.
Every single thing in creation is her gift to Boss. And eventually every single gift makes their way to him. And he takes them gladly.
Very poetic.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like she's literally life incarnate and he's death incarnate. And... Yeah.
Well, if you need to speak with him, then I guess get it over with, but come back.
Don't worry, I'll tap on the window again. So, it'll take me till dawn to talk with him properly, because I need to step away from life to do it.
I'll wait.
And I'll move you back down, because he's going to be gone by dawn.
Yeah, I was just saying, if we want to keep role-playing, we can do it another evening, because everybody is waiting.
Move you back down.
Heck, I think
5 hours later.
Yeah. As the window closes behind Del, and you go back to your state, 3 hours pass and it's then dawn. And the storm that was out there clears.
Wow, you guys took so long that I was able to go to KFC, get food, and come back.
You did not actually go to KFC.
No, my mom did.
I can see you on the camera.
I didn't, because I was busy roleplaying.
No, my mom did, and I just went and gabbed.
Grunt's having a sleep in the dirt outside. She wants to be close to nature at the minute.
Okay. So,
Oh, dicks.
you guys all get up in your morning, and inside the tavern down below, Mirok is already there, as is Aeon. And there's at the door, it's open, but it's at the entrance.
I'll go get it.
It's Meshulam.
Come in.
Thank you. In steps the raven.
I think this is
Grunt
I think it's
comes
the
in
first
after.
time we've seen him in broad daylight.
It is the first time we've seen him in broad daylight. And he looks thinner. Wavier.
I prepare breakfast.
You're in an inn, it's already been prepared.
I go get.
You go get.
How does he look?
Make a perception check.
I'll make a perception check. With
No,
my
make a
passive
medicine.
perception of 27.
No, I'd say make a medicine check, actually. Well, it was a... That roll would have still been whatever your medicine bonus was as well, so...
I take it we all get the benefits of a long rest, sorry?
You do get the benefits of a long rest. You get your spells that are now level 7s. So, but we
I
have-
will pick my feet later.
Mhm.
Yeah, because that was whispered, guys. I rolled a natural 20.
I suggest the right one.
Yeah, you probably got a bunch of left. Now you should probably get it right.
And now I've only got 4 days left on that inspiration day.
God
I've been keeping track.
So, everyone gathers up in the tavern. And both Aeon and Merok already discussing in the tavern as Dell steps in with the raven. And they both look. Oh, you're here.
Yes, he's here.
And there's a very distinct moment of nervousness out of Aeon. My father's. And the raven just waits. Your father doesn't own me, boy. And he definitely doesn't know I'm here. If people knew where I went, everywhere I went, I'd be very bad at my job. So, before you all discuss, I had a bit of a... And as he's talking, his skin is normally like, pale, Damara.
Mm-hmm.
It's got this almost porcelain kind of color and like sheen off of it in the morning. But his hair is long and like he's using covering up his neck and most of that, but like next to like the jaw and like most of his face, you can see like it doesn't look well. So, I tried to kill Alexandros now 2 nights ago. Last night was just me making all my way back here. Also, I have his rings. There. Damar, do you have them with you? I left them up in your...
Yeah, I have them.
Okay. Anyone who wants to take a look...
Scoots across to Buckley.
A +3 ring of protection. He's so pissed off that they got stolen from him because it's the fucking Raven. You better believe he's able to...
Yeah, let's be glad that he doesn't have any of these rings, I'm betting. What's the other rings?
Yeah, I'm glad that these have been taken. Because I'd much rather we have them.
Huh?
Also-
to grow more fingers.
The ring of disruption.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Should you hit a fiend or undead or this ring, They take an additional 2d6 radiant damage. If the target has 25 or fewer hit points when you swing, they must succeed a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be destroyed outright permanently.
Fucking
Basically.
nice.
That
So what you're saying is,
He's so pissed you guys took this.
It's a cleric ring.
No, it's a ring you give a fighter who can hit that many times in a turn to go.
Yeah, but ring of protection though.
Give me the AC. I need it.
I just,
don't
you know, I
need
just,
this.
I just want it,
Consider
man.
attunements and stuff like that, even though I'm assuming
No,
that these rings
I
will
agree.
take attunement, but we'll see.
Yeah, I
no,
should.
in actuality, also, you do not need that ring. Shimmer needs that ring.
I want the ring.
I don't give
Anyway,
a
the
fuck.
third ring.
We can decide later who gets what.
Sure.
Trying to get the exact wording. A
Yes.
ring of mind reading.
Oh.
That's how he always knew my very thoughts.
DC 19 detect thoughts spell can be cast from this 4 times.
That explains a few things.
That
For a
explains
second there,
why
I thought you
he's-
said detect thoughts.
Yes, I did say detect thoughts.
That explains.
No, he means T-H-O-T.
Be gone!
Thought.
Hello, my dears. I can tell you all quite thick. Now fuck off.
Oh, all 3 of those rings explain a few things.
And he's so pissed they're gone. He is so pissed.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant.
So yeah, mark those down. I hope you did. You got a ring. Oh, actually, I'll check as well with the ring of protection in regards to its attunement later, because you can decide later.
Remind me, who's
So-
in charge of the inventory?
Probably Buckley.
Mixture of
Buckley or Dell.
mixture of me and Naren. It is a group thing, but I'm literally typing them into the bag of
God
holding.
damn it, Shimmer. No, you can detect 4 thoughts with it, and it recharges 1d4 thoughts at the start of every. To explain,
Yeah.
I stole those rings. I put a pillow over his face. I slit his throat, and I made sure to stab far enough in to get the spine.
Multiple times.
Then I stabbed him. Let's put it this way. He just like starts pointing at points on his face. Like he literally points for between the eyes, lungs, heart, throat again, up into the brain. It's like I did my best to make sure he was properly dead. Even gave him one in the ear for good work. And as I tidied away my blade, he just like lifts up his like leather jerkin on the side, and there's like a now healed but a fresh wound there that is probably the size of Grunt's maw, like, you know, like the head of it. It's like as if that had just impacted it. He decided to put his fist in me. Very rude. I didn't even buy me dinner first. Then all the walls... I have to put gallows humor into this, okay? I nearly died. All the walls turned into 1,000 eyes. Chains started appearing from all of his bloodied orifices. And he tried to restrain me and beat me to death, but I escaped. So, yeah, Tyrone team might have an avatar on this plane now, which is more or less Alexandros being a bastard. But if anybody can destroy his body for me, that'd be great. Because his soul is going to go straight to the god of death. Also, you have 48 hours, and you just watch his eyes just like sheen over, and they actually go like translucent, like you can see like the silhouette of them, and you hear an entirely different voice as like the back immediately straightens and the hands are put in front. You have 48 hours.
Oh, I take a fucking step back, like, fuck, no.
48 hours. Anything that dies within the vile city of Destoon shall belong to me as it should. 48 hours, no more, no less. Shatter that damned arena for me in any way you can. Disrupt its magic, perhaps, and then shatter the now innate runes. Or, simply put, ensure that the powerful individuals in question are not there to finish any spell they have planned. And in that moment, he blinks, and his eyes are back to their still normal for him, weird for everyone else, as he has where his pupil is, it's white, and everything else is black in his eye, in both of his eyes. It's back. That what he just said.
Is that
God of death.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's like a shiver went up the spine of just like, oh.
Yeah. He was the man.
I feel like I just
not
had a
man,
near-death
God.
experience, literally.
Well, you were next to me, so. Because I had a next near Runeswin experience. A near Delma. No, it's probably better off to say a near Buckley experience. Because you drop more than anyone.
Oof.
A really bad, useless wizard just walked past the window.
Merrock takes offense.
Oh no, Merrill.
He's like, hey!
Right, oof.
Right, now that I have done comedy, we're going to go back in character. So yes, deals have been made. So he's keeping a direct eye. Believe me, this is not easy to do. I basically have a god watching that place, and anything that's meant to go into that arena is instead going to go to him. But there's a catch with that, and he's explaining this rule to me. If any of you die, you're gone. Any of you.
Oh.
He's taking anyone. But that also means nothing goes in there. And, yeah, any demon that dies there, while it's a very corrupt and black one, they do have souls. So fiends and demons and anything else, no way they're going back to the hells or the abyss or anything else. Boss is gonna take them.
Right.
Okay, no pressure on our cleric then.
None whatsoever.
It's a new day.
So it's a new dawn.
It's a new life.
Yeah.
Divine adventure, divine.
Now, hold on, let's finish this conversation before we...
Oh no! You keep talking. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go over here in the corner.
Buckley's like, excuse me. So, and then now Merrick's is like, okay, that's a lot to take at once.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But what you're saying is I can disintegrate the cunt.
If
And-
that'll work.
Special implies if you hit him, yeah. He can't shadow step. Thing is, the magic that Damara has, that's all from me. And I can take that back. I have no reason to take it back from Damara, but I can take it back from anybody that I touch. And I touched him plenty with all those knife wounds.
Phrasing.
So I took that. Look, the man was in me 48 hours ago. Okay?
Also phrasing.
I'm aware. I just don't care right now. So, that's our situation. He cannot shadow step, but he now has a host of demonic power.
Look upon this dude.
He didn't. Seriously? Again?
That's a 10.
You got him on speed dial or
He's
something?
level 13.
The fuck do you want?
Only look
I'm
upon
busy.
dude.
Okay,
Okay.
we're going to address that in a moment.
No, I need to address that right the fuck now. What do you ask for?
Divine intervention, divine intervention.
Literal fucking nuke
So you're
of
asking for a lot of
divine
destruction and
fury.
We're talking about Moradin, who mostly deals in crafts, but
Well, then
dismantling
maybe he
things
can
might be-
destroy the arena then.
To become
So,
a,
I mean,
That's a crafted thing.
that's yeah.
Explain exactly your wording, what you want done, because there's a limit to what can be done.
Yeah.
This is basically Wish, but you're calling on a big guy to do the hitting.
yes. So, thinking.
Should not have let you turn into a cleric. Should left you a monk.
You really should have.
Should have left him as a warlock.
Oh, this has literally just changed the game.
Buckley
Nice
hears
little
this. Buckley
Oh,
hears
shit.
this and takes out a symbol and puts it up to his ear. Hello? And what do you ask? What do you?
Right.
The guy that you're calling cannot be found. Please hang up.
He's thinking very hard because the
Let him
wording
think.
is important.
you have
Wording
reached
is very-
Patrick Campbell.
Patrick Campbell.
Okay, everyone shut up and let Narrowin think, because there's a lot on this right now.
I ask for a strike of a divine hammer to be placed upon the arena of Distoon to destroy any fiend that may be in, as well as to destroy any magical enchantments dealing with that of necromancy and death.
Okay. Firstly, Buckley says it's allowed, and he holds up his symbol, and it glows bright. It glows bright enough that the entire room is nothing but immolation. You're all blinded. And in that moment, like you blink black and you're all looking about, Del, your health drops. Shimmer, you're golden.
I'm
You're
sorry,
black.
what?
You're golden again. You're black again, Shimmer. All your magical effects cease for a minute. And on the 59th second, you all fall to the ground with a force, as if the entire world just got shook.
You know what? You know what that was? That was the fucking aftershock of the god, the hammer of the god hitting the fucking planet.
Big boy.
Alright, that should have softened him up.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
You
you
all
can't do that
over
for
there.
another 7 days, bud!
That will have dealt with a lot of the small fries, at least.
I feel like you own that guard the fucking check now.
As you guys all pull yourselves up, and Merrick looks about you all. Okay, that might have changed our plans. I'll start getting us ready to go to All Fortune.
I think
And as you all prepare, and Buckley is there with the biggest shit-eating grin of, we're gonna end it there. We're gonna end it there.
fucking hell.
You son of a bitch.
That was a roller coaster of a session.
Heck me.
Oh my god.
Oh,
They've got to go on
fighter!
their side as well, so I doubt we've outright killed it, but I think we've definitely softened it.
The god of craft just said no to a construct.
I think that's got rid of the ritual problem.
Yes.
Well,
although the people within it, not necessarily so
We
much.
destroyed the arena. I feel like there might be something else that's specifically a siphon.
Hey,
We'll find out.
hey Buckley, do you want to know what you literally just did?
Yes.
Hang on, where's the
Oh,
map?
God.
Let's just draw a black
Shut
circle.
the fuck up. You call the god, and the god looked at the once decayed rib cage of Peronius and went smack. That's where Peronius died
Fucking.
at the start of everything. Distoon.
It's a fucking circle!
And you just had a god go, "Heh, fucked." But that's a lot of souls that just got released, motherfucker. So,
So what you're saying is I killed Peronius.
Again.
Again.
no, because
Okay,
Peronius
He was gonna be
wasn't alive to be killed again, but was invading the world slowly with his corrupting touch and his oozes that could infect people and start taking control of them. And you just said, "Nah, you're not coming back." So all the souls that just got released just went to the god of death.
Feel like we just solved problem A and we might have stepped onto problem B, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly made our job easier.
Okay,
I
well,
mean-
that's a lot to take in,
Yeah.
and we're gonna have to deal with that next week. Because, yeah, for what I'm assuming is probably going to be the Siege of Distoon next week. So,
Probably, yeah.
look forward to
hang
that,
on.
guys.
Like a salvage.
Hang on,
Also-
Buckley. For doing that, I have to change something.
We'll,
right.
we'll see you next week, about 8 o'clock UK time on Saturday. And, yeah. Take care, guys, and, we'll see you soon.
Considering you just did that encounter by yourself, congratulations, you're level 4.
And on that bombshell, we'll see you next time.